here today. Awesome. All right, guys, welcome to day 2 of Fansworld from CFX over here at the shop. Obviously, it is St. Patrick's Day, so we are feeling the green. We switched over to our Froggy's Fog Lanyards because they are good friends and they provide the green swag over here, as well as providing this atmosphere. So we're just like at home, just like at Transworld. As you can see behind me, we wanted to highlight some of our green color characters in the back there. Obviously, we have a field of green, a sea of green, as it were, with the mask colors that we can do. There's just some variations of masks that we have the ability of changing the color schemes on. It really changes a lot of masks. We've got the green imp behind me. A lot of people use him as a green goblin. You can see all these guys. But what I really want to get into today is, now that we're on day 2 of Fansworld, do you guys have any other questions? I'm sure yesterday was kind of a whirlwind for you guys. We love to answer some questions. We have some masks available if you want to see a demo or a try-on. We're getting into the new stuff probably a little bit later on today or first thing tomorrow at our noon broadcast. But any of these guys behind me you'd like to see tried on, move around a little bit, see a little bit more close in person, we're more than happy to do that for you guys. Speaking of, like I said, happy St. Patrick's Day. We're really excited to be here for you guys and showing off some of our really good green guts. If you watched the live feed yesterday, you saw us pull some of those guys out under the UV. Oh my god, these things glow. And just you can see, this They Live mask comes without hair, but you have the ability to put any kind of wig you want on him. Right now he's business cat or business suit.
So Shantizzo says, sea green, how about a Laguna green with a little winky face? Would love to see Slackjaw a little bit closer. Obviously, we had they wanted to see the They Live mask.
Well, there they go.
Salvador's watching.
Hi, Sal. How you doing, guys?
Do we have a Slackjaw close by?
I think we had him out in zombie stuff yesterday.
They might be on the table right back over there. We're gonna look over here, Tabby. Why don't you go and join this conversation over here?
Okay.
Horseman of Death movement test.
Yeah, I think that's Hunt Scene who's looking for that, right?
Let's see here.
Johnny over at Hunt Scene.
Hunt Fan.
Hunt Fan, okay.
Yep. I've seen a Leprechaun mask before. I think it was a custom one though.
So we actually were just talking about that. Our Pickles mask that you guys had seen yesterday, if you guys were watching the live feed. We had one on the shelf that had a clown makeup, but Josh and I both actually tried one on yesterday. We have done a Leprechaun version of him. He has a good home. I think he lives with Garrett Zima. But we've definitely shared those pictures on our social media before. It's actually a picture I was going to share today to get you guys all even more in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day. But we can do that. Obviously, there is a little bit of hair work and some extra build-up involved in that. But shoot us an email if that's something that you're interested in seeing or adding to your collection, and you know we can make that happen. All right.
Horseman of Death.
All right, Sean, we'll get to the eyeball soon, I promise. Like I said, that might be a thing for tomorrow, at our noon broadcast for tomorrow. But don't worry, we're getting people in all these new masks for you. Hi, Herman, how are you?
And this guy is UV reactive.
Yes. So he is very UV reactive, you guys.
Alright, Tabby, swap out with me.
Alrighty.
Come back on over here.
So we're searching for that Slackjaw, you guys. We busted out the zombies yesterday, so obviously we're out of zombie mode into green mode at this point. However, you ask and you shall receive. We're definitely trying to make sure we are as accommodating as possible for all of you guys out there in Facebook land.
Fabio's watching. Cake is watching. Terry Meyer's back on. Painted creature from the Black Lagoon yet?
Soon. In paint, literally.
We're waiting for him to dry.
We're waiting for us
literally
to be able to grab him. So trust me, you guys. He is coming. We're doing our best to make sure we get him to you guys, and then being able to put him up on the website so you guys can give him a good Lagoon to call home.
The black and white version is also sitting in paint,
yes.
So we're hoping to have both ready for you guys. All right, guys. What do you want us to put on?
Yeah.
Alex is watching. We're starting to build up quite a little audience here. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. If you guys missed the beginning of the broadcast, we are on day 2 of Fansworld here at the CFX shop. We are feeling the St. Patrick's Day green vibe, so obviously we busted out some of our green masks that are behind me, as well as pulled out our Froggy's fog lanyards because it's not St. Patrick's Day unless you're wearing green, and Froggy's is always good for supporting that green. Speaking of Froggy's, if you're watching, Scott, other Scott, Tater, share some pictures of Frogzilla. People love Frogzilla. I'm sure they're going to dig seeing Frogzilla in all of his green goodness out on St. Patrick's Day. We'll probably share a picture or two of when we had him here in the shop before we sent him off to his new home over at Froggy's. So we'll be sharing a lot of green images today, just to prep you guys.
Alex says hi. Aiden's back on. How heavy is the tree one in the back? Deadwood in the back.
He is a smidge heavy. He's probably one of our heavier masks, but not unbearably so. I don't know his exact poundage. He's
probably about 5 pounds.
Probably about 5 or 6 pounds. However, we designed our masks so that when you put them on, the weight is super evenly distributed, and you're not going to even feel that weight once you put them on.
Tyler just came on. Did I miss anything?
Me saying hi and happy St. Patrick's Day. Jeez, Tyler, where you been?
I think you did miss a Horseman of Death movement demo.
Yes. That's about it so far.
Do we got a haggis to try on?
We did yesterday. I think she's down in one of these boxes. Want me to take a look?
No. You sit there and talk to people. Stan says, "Hey guys,"
Hey guys.
and I will look.
So yeah, we had I believe 2 different versions, or at least one version of Haggis out yesterday. She's a zombie version, but we can absolutely pull her out so you can see what she looks like and all that stuff. We're trying to find that slack jaw for you guys. Obviously, it's not zombie day today. And you guys, if you have any questions about how the sale is working, feel free to ask us. Just to reiterate, we are having a sale all week long. This is basically going to be our Transworld sale that we're going to be offering. The Transworld new dates are still kind of up in the air, so we're still trying to figure that out and what we're going to be able to do there. But just consider this your Transworld 2020 show discount for the sale. And then we'll be able to, see what we can do in the future for a new show. But in case you guys didn't know, or you guys forgot, or you guys need a refresher, we're doing $100 off all full masks and glove sets, $50 off of half masks, and we're also doing buy 4 get 1 free in this. Buy 4 pounds of small intestines, get 1 pound for free, and free domestic shipping. Some of these things may not apply automatically on the website, so if you need to make sure you get those discounts applied immediately, reach out to us. Jonathan is waiting for your phone call or your email. He's over there in the office. We're already selling a lot of products, so make sure you email him or give him a call as soon as possible to make sure we can get this happening for you guys.
All right, so we're going to catch up real quick.
Okay.
CFX team should try live streaming wearing masks from start to finish. Don't be surprised if that doesn't happen.
We have done that in the past. It's just been a while.
Terry Myers, this live try-on is awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, this is obviously we're experimenting with this, and we're enjoying doing it. And yeah, expect to probably see more. Vintage try-on. You might have to wait on that one. Salvador Nephilim. Oh, Kenny's giving the go-ahead on Vengeance. We're moving forward today. Here, Tabby. Here's a haggis.
Okay.
And then I have Slackjaw, and I'll be coming back on camera in 1 second. All right, slide over here, Curly. All right, Slackjaw.
These bone dudes over here behind me.
Tabby, you want to read questions?
Yep. We also have a request for Nephilim try-on.
Nephilim, yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Bryant is watching. We've got Jonah Lee.
All right, guys, this is our brand new mask. It's Vengeance. This was chosen by you guys from the Design a Mask contest. It was designed by Andy Lambert. We are very thrilled with the way this mask has turned out, and you guys, he is ridiculously versatile when it comes to paint schemes. Like, we're really thrilled with the way this guy turned out. And Ken obviously has a little bit of fun.
Yeah, no, he feels great.
How's the vision out of there?
Vision's perfectly fine.
Yeah, good. And obviously you got a full range of movement.
Yep.
You feel like you can speak well. How's breathing? Can you breathe through your
Breathing
nose?
is just fine too.
Perfect. That's been a lot of questions. A lot of people want to know how the vision.
This one does not have nose holes.
Okay.
So you just gotta,
So you're a
be
mouth breather
for a little minute. But
would we be able to put nose holes in this one, like we do in Charman, York, and stuff?
like if we really needed to, we probably could.
Okay.
but
With its
I wouldn't
design,
recommend it.
yeah.
Okay.
It's going to interfere with the teeth.
People may ask, so that's why I wanted to ask and get it right out there. So you are a little bit of a mouth breather in Vengeance, but I think that's a sacrifice you'll be willing to make with this guy.
And Jonah Lee says, I can't usually travel to Transworld, so I'm really happy you guys are doing this. Jonah, it's our pleasure.
That's why we're doing this, man.
Are you still in process of regaining the Toxie license from Troma?
Yes, Lloyd just needs to answer our emails. He's a busy dude.
How well can you see out of the Slackjaw? I'll walk back over. I took them off just so I can kind of keep up with all the
Slackjaw, in my opinion.
No problem.
Yeah, no
See,
problem.
we've actually got, we still have a Toxie mask here, just a legacy one, just to,
Yeah, no, people-
if anybody wanted to see it.
Yeah, I
Wanted
have
to
full
own it.
vision. I can see, I can hear. I think Tabby's going to be coming out with this haggis.
Turn with haggis, right? So this is the zombie version that we had out for you guys to see yesterday. Let's see here. Once again, I put my hair in a low ponytail just because it's easier for me to put the masks on. I'm an old lady.
Tyler says, love Vengeance in black and also in red. Thanks, guys.
Of course, Tyler.
I think we have a couple color schemes in the paint room right now, too.
Yeah, and we actually have 2 other paint schemes of Vengeance in the paint room right now. So, for those who are asking, this is Haggis. She is a female fit match. She is a little bit small, so she fits the ladies or someone with a little bit of a smaller head.
Beautiful, darling, beautiful.
Just leave it on. I want to. You should go home with that.
What? Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, I know we have some other questions. What's going on?
No, everyone's just blown away with you wearing that mask right now.
Hey, Tab, I know that you touched on this a little while ago, but I just kind of want to come in and clarify a little bit. So we are getting a lot of questions, you know, and I mean, behind the scenes, we're also talking to haunters, other vendors, and whatnot, just kind of with regards to how all of this, the trade show stuff is panning out. Just to clarify, right now, our understanding is that Transworld will not happen this year, in all likelihood. Just a lot of the haunters and a lot of vendors, you know, they have second jobs, they take off for that time of the year, and I have a hard time seeing it happen this year, as much as we really all wish that we were there. Yeah, I mean, this is the first time in you know, 14 years that I'm here during this time of the year. You know, I'm usually
We would be on the road right now.
We're
we're usually having green beer at Tiggin' In
right now.
Yeah. You know, so it's a weird thing for us. You know, so if you're a haunter, if you know, this is the time to buy. This is the time to get this discount. If they do have another Fansworld this year or a postponement date, it's unlikely with all of our other show schedules that will go. You know, we've got Comic-Con, we've got IAPA, we've got Mask Pass.
Mask Pass, and also hopefully Midsummer Scream right after Comic-Con. So just in terms of, you know, making sure that we have the inventory and the availability of product for you guys is kind of where it comes in. But obviously we just want to make sure that we provide you the best sale possible. Am I shedding? I'm shedding. So yeah, if you need the masks, now is the time to buy. This is probably one of the best deals I think we've ever provided.
We have never. We don't typically offer a discount off of the trade show floor, and we've certainly never taken $100 off of a mask before. You know, one of the reasons that we're doing that is because right now, since the show got canceled, we don't have the expenses of driving up to the show. We don't have any of the hotel expenses or feeding the crew or anything like that. That's all money that was kind of built into what does the show cost us to put on, so we're just passing that savings on to you guys.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
Aiden, yeah, give Jonathan a call. He'll work all that out with you in terms of the 50-50 plan. Ray Wright, the clown mask with the blue hair at the bottom left. Give me a couple of minutes here, and I will get that going for you.
Are you okay with us putting haired masks on?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Sean, how is the vision on the Vengeance mask? It's excellent.
Ken just
we
put it on.
We had talked about that one.
It was like no vision issues.
Terry Myers, hey Ken, do you still like blowing stuff up? LOL.
Yeah, Terry, I do. And every year for the last several years
Yes, he still likes blowing
Yes,
stuff
I
up.
still blow stuff up. I actually I get to the pleasure of going and working on the pyro crew at Burning Man every year. So if you watch any of that live feed, or even better, if you go, you know, the big finale there, that's something that I have an eensy weensy tiny hand in, and you know, really get to play around with the rest of the crew on that.
So what about that discount? Do you want to tell us about the discount, what it entails, and when is it going to end?
The discount right now is just for this week. It's $100 off full masks, and we're also going to cover the domestic shipping on your mask orders. If you know, if you got an international, for international customers, just depending on where you are in the world, we're going to help you out on that shipping too. You're not going to bear the full brunt of that. You know, but for right now, this sale will end Friday.
Cool. Somebody asked about York. We'd love to see the movement also on our Niflheim. So, do you want to try him on, Ken?
All right, so we're bringing out your.
Sal, sorry, didn't mean to forget you. Sal, you know I'm a jerk like that, and I just...
Sal, don't you know what York looks like?
I backburner, yeah. No, Sal wanted a Nephilim.
Oh, okay.
Sal has worn Nephilim, so he's just making
I
us
have
do
pictures
one
of you in Nephilim,
I
I
was
believe,
gonna
from
say.
Transworld, Sal. But
Alright,
we'll,
so
we'll help
here's-
you out anyway.
Here's York again, movement.
First mask that I ever owned from CFX.
Nice. Yeah, wants to know about the movement, thinking about ordering one in a couple of days.
Yeah, here you
It's
go.
great.
Get a little
I love
closer.
this mask.
There you go. Yeah, right there is perfect. So this is him in his light bloody variant. We can do him where he's got a little bit more like dark blood. We can do him where he's all tan, so he looks more like a skeleton. We've obviously got a dancing skeleton over here.
Yeah, because I love it. I love this mask.
It's also one of my favorite masks.
Thank you for letting me put it on.
So this is Nephilim.
Heyo!
Love
Now,
Nephilim
I
as well.
believe we've modified Nephilim a little bit.
Yeah,
so you
we've
can
actually increased the jaw movement. He works a lot better if you're wearing a balaclava, hides your mouth and whatnot. Kind of right now without a balaclava, I've got some of that jaw movement that's really.
Yeah, you can see
you
where
can
his
see my
beard
mouth.
and stuff like that is. But we've modified him so you get better mouth movements overall. Before he looked cool, but he wasn't giving that same amount of open mouth and expression that we wanted out of our masks.
And
So
honestly,
we've,
that's kind of the same reason why Eyeball Guy isn't out here right now. We made him, tried him on. He looked good, but we knew that we could do a little bit better with that mouth movement. So we sent all of the ones that we had back into the paint room to kind of get a little bit more surgery to better that mouth movement.
Absolutely.
Hey Tab, can you tell us how the discount works on the site if you order a mask?
So because of the sudden and immediate nature of the sale, things may not be specifically tagged or notated of what the sale is. So if you're not seeing like the discount being applied on anything on the website, shoot us an email, like I said earlier, over to Jonathan at info@compositeeffects.com, or give us a call. Our phone number is 225-756-7875. And we'll get those discounts immediately applied for you. Like I said, we're still trying to make sure the website's all caught up because we're doing a lot. Normally, we don't do this kind of intense sale or
And you guys are already
discounts.
familiar with how our website messes up on shipping stuff. So
So the upside is we actually do have a coupon code for the shipping situation, so we've
Right.
got that squared away. We were just having some, imps and gremlins in the website right now.
And just so you guys know, every order that comes through, Jonathan, looks over every single order.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of you guys out there that have bought something, and then you'll get an email from either Tab or Jonathan saying, hey, we overcharged you on this, or we need to adjust that price. So if you place your order and you don't see your order applying, that means that you're going to get an email, from one of us,
Absolutely.
or you can email us.
Absolutely. Be like, hey, I placed an order, it's this. I was hoping to make sure I get these discounts. But like Ken was saying, we do review every order that comes in through the website, so we are making sure that we have eyes on every single order that comes in. So we're making sure that those discounts do get applied, even if you're not, seeing those immediately. You got more questions?
We do. So Jonah Lee asked, do you guys still do the dermal synthetics line?
So all of those masks are currently, we moved that all over into CFX's proper page. So all of those masks do still exist, and you can still get those masks.
Cool. Do we have a flayed Julia here?
We do. She's up on the shelf right over there.
I think she's up on the shelf. You want me to put her on again?
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm
get
putting
it.
all the faces on.
All right. So while you're putting that one on, somebody asked, can we see the movement of Dia de los Muertos mask?
I don't think we have any of those in stock right now. Those are usually made to order.
Yeah, so those are usually made to order because they are very heavily modified with paint. So I don't know. I got it. Jeez, I don't know. That being said, Yorick is one that we've actually used as a Dia de los Muertos mask before, as well as Roxy. So I put Roxy on yesterday. So in terms of the fit of all of those, they're going to fit very similarly to these other masks that we have. The only difference would be the extensive paint, face paint, or the hair in certain instances.
Brian Lynch says we need to make some Darth Moki silicone armor.
Oh, yeah, I know.
We're thinking about doing Pet Day
Oh
for
my
one
goodness.
segment.
Yes.
So don't be
are we?
surprised on who you're going to see.
Is that what we were thinking of?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we'll just have to
Oh,
bring
wait, Ken, by the
Gigi
way,
and
we're thinking about
Nova.
doing Pet Day.
By the way,
Oh, I don't know about that.
Pet Day.
Maybe there's a pet day. I just want to put this mask on because it's cool. This is
right.
one of our. We had a Graveborn that was accidentally cast the wrong color, and we had an extra set of horns lying around. So
This is our Demon Graveborn.
yeah, so Brooke went to town on it.
While he's putting that on, any hint of future Universal Monster possibilities? Not really a hint, but there will be more. We have three specific ones that we're looking at right now. We have the entire Universal catalog available to us, so it's just a matter of picking what's going to fit best for a silicone mask. That looks really good.
I love that one, man.
I might be taking that one myself.
Somebody better buy that, otherwise
Yeah.
Josh is, and then we're gonna have way too many masks.
Yeah,
in
no.
our house
Then I'll be
already.
in trouble anyways.
I think he's gonna wind up being a regular.
Add him to the lineup.
Yeah, he's gonna be a regular.
Not an odd request at all. In fact, this would be interesting. Do the Pickles the Carney and a Jack the Ripper side by side, and I think we do have both those masks available.
So we can have you and Ken put on.
Yep. I think the Jack the Ripper is
This
in
is
one of these guys.
Flayed Julia?
Right here. Oops, sorry.
So yes, this is
Kicking the
Flayed
camera.
Julia, made to accompany Flayed Frank. If you're fans of the Hellraiser series, you'll get those references. Flayed Julia is probably one of my favorite female fit masks because I think she fits me really well. And honestly, beauty is only skin deep.
Ooh, there it is. Let's see. Okay, Tab, you want to answer this one by Patrick?
Sure.
How hot does the mask get? Usually, do you have to wear it for 6 hours at a time? Would that be comfortable to wear for an extended amount of time?
So the masks are what we call thermoneutral. So they get about as warm as you get. So obviously if you start, running around and scaring a lot of people, or you're in a really warm environment, you're going to get warm and you're going to build up a layer of sweat rather quickly. Versus like us right here, we're just kind of hanging out. We're not doing a whole lot of movement, so it's also. So it's
I don't have a
pretty
name
cool.
tag. Am I not allowed in here?
Yeah, you can't be on the show floor without a name tag, pal.
So that being said, you can get warm. My best advice is to take as many breaks as you need to. The beauty is it's an easy on and an easy off. So you just take those breaks as much as you need to be able to make sure that you are...
You've got some people behind you.
I know. To make sure that you are comfortable.
So,
All right, here's the side by side.
Jack the
Jack the
Ripper. Love these masks. They're super versatile. Yesterday in the clown video, there was a pickle that was all
No, I didn't mean kiss each other on the cheek. I meant give side profiles.
We're getting instruction off.
You guys!
We're
You got it.
people right now.
Okay,
But-
side profiles, please.
Oh, side profile.
Oh,
There you
oh,
go. There you go. And then the back. Come on. They want to see all corners.
Yeah, do a
slow
beauty
turn.
spin.
Beauty spin. There- oh
You
my
guys
gosh.
are
You guys
such
are really
dorks.
bad at
I love it. But yeah, so there they go. Jack the Ripper.
This out.
this. So do we have a Denise on hand to try?
I don't think so.
We might.
Might? All right.
actually,
We're going
we
to
do.
send Tab and
I
Josh
think
to
we
go look
do.
for that.
While I've got this guy on, I want to give a mad shout out.
Oh,
to,
yes, we need to do that for sure.
Jerry Ullman, who does amazing hair jobs and punch jobs on these masks.
His jokers with the Jack the Ripper
Yeah.
make our mask look so
they,
good.
They are amazing. So, Jerry, if you're out there, man, we miss seeing you. We wish we could see you this week.
Brian Snyder says, "Hey Ken,
What's up?
Let's see. Jonah says, actually, if you have an Emma and a Roxy, I'd like to see them by side as possible. So that's going to be a me and Tab thing.
We don't have
Yeah,
any
I don't think we have.
Don't have an Emma.
And I don't know if we have an Emma right now. Do we have an Emma?
Oh, we're going to send
Tabby's
Tab back
running
off.
back.
All right,
She's
hold on.
running back.
Keep going.
The shop is decent size, so it takes a few seconds every once in a while to get from one end to the other.
Ken, one more time. Can you explain that discount for those who are just joining us?
Nah.
No? Okay. Well.
Oh wait, we just canceled it.
No,
Oh my goodness.
That's not true.
Do
We
not
didn't.
confuse
Yeah, so
that.
the show our Fansworld discount is $100 off all of the full masks or glove set. So if you order 10 masks, you're going to get $1,000 off of that order.
No dice.
You know, if you order 15 masks, you're going to get $1,500 off of that order. In addition, we're doing free domestic shipping. I have no idea how hard that's going to hurt, but we'll figure that out when we get there. So yeah.
Cool.
And that's going on until Friday.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we had an Emma, but she just found a home, so she's literally in a box ready to be shipped out. So unfortunately, I can't show you what Emma looks like.
Ray
So
would
don't
like.
wait.
Yeah, don't wait because you never know how many
Yes.
masks are gonna go. So let's see. The mouth movement on the blue-haired clown mask.
Oh yeah, blue hair clown.
So we'll go go ahead and put him on. Let's see. There is the far right. You have an OG Imp and Belilah.
Yep, or Belial.
Belial.
Yeah.
Yes.
We busted those guys out yesterday. They are some of the very first masks that we've ever produced for CFX.
We were doing a side-by-side comparison yesterday of the OG Imp and the new Imp. There we go.
Yeah, so
So
this is
keep him out, and I'll put
Yeah.
the newest version of him on.
So this is what, 2007?
2007, yeah. It's right there
2007?
on the back of them.
If I can read on the back, it says 2007.
Yep.
But this was the very first iteration of the Imp. You can see there's been some definite improvement on the sculpt and, you know, the fact that he has no neck.
Sorry.
Ken's kicking things over here, don't mind him. We didn't have an earthquake, I promise.
That's what I do.
Ah. So if we do not have the Emma, do we have a Denise and Roxy we can do side by side? Nope. There we go. So come up close. They want to see the mouth movement specifically, or just kick the camera. That's fine too.
Tripods in my way. I hate cameras. Have I told you that? But yeah, so here's the mouth movement. It's a really comfortable mask.
That looks so good with hair.
With the hair, yeah, no, I love it. The hair's a little bouncy. You gotta
Dancing skeleton, dancing clown.
my suave.
Now you have to do the Pennywise dance.
I don't even know how to do it. Don't ask me, dude. I can't.
Yeah!
There it is.
That's about all I can do. I'm not a performer.
How about
I'm
the
usually
Carlson?
behind the scenes. Yeah,
The Carlton.
Carlton, yeah.
I can't do it.
He's like,
No.
I'll just do this.
There you go. Hansine says, "Love you guys."
Love you too.
Ooh, are we going to talk about the new Baba Yaga in another live stream?
Yes, we
I
certainly
mean, we can
can.
definitely talk about him now since he is part of the her. See, yes, her.
It's a female character on a male fit.
Yes.
So,
Ken, why don't you take it down because
yeah,
we actually did a photo shoot with her.
This is another example of
Ingenuity.
ingenuity and what actually happens when the wrong thing gets made. We had a set of goat horns was supposed to be for another mask, and it accidentally got cast at the same time Baba Yaga was getting cast, and so we just decided, what the hell, we'll put goat horns on Baba Yaga and see what that looks like. And obviously, it looks really, really awesome. These earrings are just sculpty, and we just took and cut big holes in the ears, very carefully, obviously, and put those in. But it lends itself perfectly to that. Amanda and I actually did a
Photo shoot.
about a month ago in the swamp, and I wore this thing for several hours while we trudged around in the swamp, setting off smoke bombs. And
If you were able to get a hold of our brochure, you would see those pictures.
right,
but,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's also in this month's edition of Haunt World magazine.
Yeah, why don't you talk about that for a second? Are we gonna be in Haunt World magazine?
Yeah.
Yes, so
it's
we are.
Trans World edition, but
Yes, so we did that whole photo shoot, and we actually put it on several pieces of promotional material that were going to come to Transworld. That being said, we're getting all that promotional material back, so we will have those at a later date. But we will also be sharing that photo album of the photo shoot that we did out there in the swamp, because all those pictures are awesome, and we want to show you kind of how to spice up your photo shoots for your characters. You know, you can go to found locations and stuff like that.
Or you can just go out to the back and do a Valentine's Day shoot.
This is true. You know, you don't always have to go out to the middle of nowhere in the swamp. Sometimes you can go into literally into the side of our shop and take really cool photo shoots. But to go back to Haunt World, we are in the 50th edition of Haunt World. So yay, 50 issues for Haunt World. That's an impressive number to reach, especially for not just a magazine, but a haunt and Halloween-oriented magazine. So if you have a subscription to that, we are in that issue. We have a beautiful 2-page spread that you will see a little bit of ad for our masks as well as our guts, and a really cool picture of the Baba Yaga out there in this one.
Lola says that she would love to work in an industry like this. Is there any job opportunities, perhaps, at CFX?
Always. So I wouldn't say always job opportunities at CFX, but there's always an opportunity to find your place in this industry. Sometimes it's easier to fall into it than actually, you know, be able to be like, hey, I want to study in this, because there's no real one specific study or avenue of education for haunt and Halloween and that kind of industry. But yes, finding companies or events that are hiring. So we are hiring here at CFX. We are based in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so we do ask that you be in that nearby surrounding area. It's going to be easiest for you to come work for us in that regard. We are hiring for sculptors. So if you are a sculptor, we are looking to doing different kinds of residencies and stuff like that, because we want to make sure that you're producing as much as you can while you're here. So if you have any questions or you want to know more information about the hiring, reach out to us at careers@compositeeffects.com, and we'll be able to get you some more information on that. But we are hiring for painters right now, as well as sculptors, as well as casting technicians for our masks. So if you are in the area, you want to see what we do here at CFX, you want to be part of this crazy Silicone family, shoot us an email at careers@compositeeffects.com, and we'll be in touch with you.
Cool. Ray says, nice and thank you for trying on the clown mask. Lindy says, wow, love the clown mask. Chad says, my favorite.
Yes.
Victor says, where can we get them?
Where can you get them? Through us. You go online to our website at compositeeffects.com or cfxmasks.com. Our entire catalog is available on our website. You can purchase through the website, or if you're not seeing what you want on the website, you have something a little bit more custom in mind, shoot us an email or give us a call. The email for that is info, @compositeeffects.com, or our phone number, once again, is 225-756-7875. And there's only one other authorized reseller of our products. That's thehorrordome.com. So if you're not buying it from us or from them, or you're very likely not getting a legitimate CFX product. That being said, there are a lot of previous customers who do resell their masks, but always just be wary and make sure to know who you're buying from.
Jake Spivak. Hey, Jake. Haven't seen you since Gallows. Have you already demoed the Vengeance mask?
Yeah, dude,
We
you're
did,
late.
Jake, where you been?
Jeez.
I guess you're gonna have to wait for you to scrub that for the side feed.
And we'll also do another one at 2 o'clock.
We'll do more, don't worry. Well do some more of the new stuff at 2 o'clock.
It'll
do
be
the-
early in the broadcast, though, so make sure you tune in early.
Yes, yes.
Let's see. Aiden says, just sent, I think he means Jonathan, an email. Can you show the pale slits McGillicuddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had them out yesterday, but we'll grab them out from one of the boxes. Oh, there he is. Never mind. I'm lying. I don't remember what we have on the shelf. We're constantly changing these masks out on the shelf. That way we have a different variety of masks behind us for you guys to see, for us to try on. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly where we're going with all these masks today. We've got a lot of awesome masks. Slits is one of my favorites. I just really like the stylization and stuff like that.
Kathy says, you guys look fabulous. Thank you.
That's your mom.
Thanks.
It's our nanny,
Oh, Nanny.
My nanny. Yeah.
or his nanny. Victor says, is there any link that we can order them?
There should be a link on the main website, on our main Facebook page. There should be like a Shop Now button that will take you directly to our website. And it's not just one specific page on our website, guys. It's everything. All of our masks and gloves are on sale. So it's not just stuff that's in stock. It's also made to order
With the
stuff.
exception of the licensed stuff.
With the
'cause
exception
we
of the
can't-
licensed stuff. That being said, if you do buy a licensed item, we will give you $100 credit towards the CFX item. So if you, for instance, want to take home They Live, but you need a set of gloves, those gloves are modified off of our crusty zombie gloves. So that way you can order the mask and get $100 credit towards the gloves.
And actually, in that, so the licenses, the rules that they put on us is that we basically can't ever discount a licensed product. So if you wanted to get a They Live mask and glove combo, what we would do to make sure that you got the most out of that deal is you'd buy the They Live mask at its normal price so that we're following all of our rules, and I'd give you $200 off of the gloves.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, so you would not only be getting $100 off of the gloves because of the sale, but you would also be getting another $100 off because you are buying the licensed mask that accompanies the gloves. And free domestic shipping. So
And
you
free
guys,
shipping, yeah.
It's ridiculous the discounts that we're giving you guys. We are very thankful for you guys to be our fans, and we're trying to pass on all the discounts to you that you would have normally gotten at Transworld and then some.
Let's see. The Baba will be really popular. Great job on this mask.
Thanks.
When will the Creature from the Black Lagoon go on sale?
I mean, he's a hot commodity. So, I mean, we've literally got him drying in the paint room right now, which is the only reason why he's not on our shelf.
Our
because
first
he's
versions
green.
went to Universal, so we
Yes.
had to. Universal got first dibs on it, so they've already been sold to
So
Universal.
hopefully by the 2 o'clock hour, we will have them out for here for you to see. And if not by this afternoon, then by tomorrow morning, he should be live on the website. So, ooh.
Oops,
I
sorry.
believe Jake asked, what is that new demon with the horns?
Jake, this one?
Maybe.
Nah.
No.
No.
He's talking
No,
the
about
new
demon
demon.
with the horns.
Oh, let's bring him down. He's so cool.
Okay, you guys. So we hadn't officially
Don't do the UV one. Do the flesh one.
hadn't
for me.
officially unveiled him out on Facebook just yet, but this is one of our newest mask designs that we have. We're just calling him a demon right now because we would love your guys' help in naming him. We have a few names similar to the vampire in our back pocket that we kind of have, but we would love to know your guys' suggestions. You know, we're open to that. I think on Thursday we'll officially announce what their names are going to be. But I mean, we want you guys in on the action. We guys want you to play. Those pun games are up there for a reason, guys. We like your creativity. So share it. Share it with us.
Maybe we can pull a name from a hat, and that's how we name
We
him.
can probably do that too, yeah.
Justin Orts asked, what can I get for $300?
Some Sil Jib,
Yes. Well, you can definitely get some guts. Sorry, that was funny timing. Guts. And
horny beanies.
Definitely get some horny beanies. So apparel. We have a lot of apparel which are more moderately priced. These are example of some of our horny beanies. The horns are made out of the same silicone our masks are made out of, which is why we call them the horny beanies. You can get them without, but that's no fun. More fun with the horns. These guys are running $25 on our website right now. So speaking of horns,
That's first movement video
Yes.
of the
Yep.
demon,
Yeah.
guys.
You guys are making us do all of our new stuff.
oh darn, oh darn. He looks like he feels and moves really well.
Let's see. Do we have a standard Baba Yaga we can show movement on?
We don't have one available, but I will have one available at the 2 o'clock live stream for you. I will. We have it. It's just it's buried in a box right now.
But yes, we do. So if you tune back in at 2 o'clock, we will make sure we have that out for you.
Do we need a token ginger?
Yeah, redhead.
Oh.
Well, Amanda.
Technically, we have
Wow.
two. We have Amanda, and then we have Anthony. He's also a ginger. So I mean, I'm not saying we
But what-
can't have
We
more
always
gingers.
I was saying you can never have enough gingers.
have enough
authentic ginger.
We always need an army of gingers. I mean, you never know.
Jonah, let me see if I can. If we have a Pasui available, I know we have a few Bright Eyes available right now.
We should have Pasuzi floating around in one of our boxes. She was slated to come with us to Transworld, so if we can dig her out of the box, we'll probably
And we'll
have
do that
her
at the 2 o'clock. Yeah, the 2 o'clock showing. Let's see here.
Actually,
Let's see.
can
What's the best makeup for around your eyes that you guys have that won't stain the inside?
Well, grease makeup works because 8 times out of 10 you can just wipe that out from the inside of the mask with a baby wipe. You can also use hybrid airbrush makeup. So they make several different companies make airbrush makeup that are, they call them hybrid, but basically they go on, they spray on, and they don't smudge or move. It's either water-based or alcohol-based. So check out, I think it's European Body Art, Pro Air, I can't remember the other companies. Graftopia makes some, Ben Nye makes some. But yes, so frankly, airbrush paint, I use airbrush around my eyes, but grease paint won't hurt, especially if you wipe it out the inside of the mask.
All right, so yeah, Jake, you better be sorry. No, I'm teasing. Missing you, buddy. Too bad Transworld isn't happening.
Yeah.
Kenny is so sexy. Yeah, we have to deal with that sexiness all day here at the shop. That's why we never get anything
He
done.
almost didn't even wear a green shirt today. Can you believe
He
that?
does say hi,
I
Amanda.
was gonna say LSU for shame. Come on, it is
Uh,
St. Patty's Day. Get in the spirit, people.
Sean, yeah, $200 off a They Live set. You cannot say no to that. You are correct on
Come
that
on,
one.
Sean, you know you want it.
Dennis, Sculptor for Hire here. I'm only 40 minutes away. Come by the shop.
Dennis G.
Dennis G, yeah.
I know we've been chatting, so let's do this.
Yeah, all right. So, awesome mask, love them. Rocky the Demon as a name. So, the mask, when you have it on, looks so real. Yep, that's the whole point of these masks, is they form fit to your face, and you get all that good movement out of them.
And that's the beauty of silicone, and that's why we designed the masks the way that we did, is so that they move with your face, and that you don't need any kind of adhesive.
I know I'm a little bit behind on the questions here, guys, but Hunt Scene, what was that he just had on? Is that on the site? Is the new demon on the site already?
The new demon is not on the site yet.
That's how new he is. So you guys just totally got a sneak preview from him.
Well, we're asking the Facebook community to name them, and I wanted to show you guys. We have actually 2 styles of beanies now. We have the one with the logo up front and the one with the logo
on the side.
Shaved off to the side a little bit. Yeah.
Let's see here. Do you guys have plans for a Grinch mask? I know it's off the chart, but I think it'd be cool.
So it's funny you mentioned that. We've actually done a modification of our Con the Beast mask to be Grinch. I think there's a few photos floating around on our Facebook page and other social media pages. So we have the ability to do that, yes, 100%. There is a modification upcharge as well as extra charge for hair. That being said, we may start doing a poll and see if you guys are really interested in actually us having a Grinch mask. That way we'll actually go through the licensing, and if there's enough interest for it, we may take pre-orders, and then we may be able to go from there. And that way we'll be able to actually sculpt more of a Grinch versus doing these modifications, because the modification on top of the mask does get a little bit pricey, not going to lie to you. The mask looks great, but we want to make sure that we can provide you a really cool product at a decent price point that's not going to overly break the bank, but that we could also call it the Grinch.
What happened to the Hulk mask? It's no longer on your site. You want to talk about Marvel real quick?
So we had, similar to how we have the license with Universal and Game of Thrones, we had a license with Marvel. At that point,
Go on, grab a jar.
it just became a little bit cumbersome for us to have the license. It was, we pay for the license, so there just wasn't a whole lot of movement on those masks at that time.
Well, I mean,
and
with the licenses, all licenses are kind of a temporary thing.
Yes.
So we've got, obviously the Game of Thrones. We're probably not going to keep that for much longer now that the series has ended. If any of you guys that are thinking about getting a White Walker or a Night King mask, don't wait. It's not going to be around forever. And same with the Universal stuff. The day will come when we no longer have any of these, and they'll kind of we'll hang on to the molds and may bring them back eventually one day. But licenses are tricky and expensive things to work out, and a lot of that's just kind of at the whim of whoever owns the license.
Absolutely. So consider it a limited license. We don't know when that limited time frame will end, but if you have a want, you have a need, you have an interest in the masks, buy it as soon as you can, because like Ken said, there is a likelihood that it may not be around forever. So I know that there's a few eBay listings of some of the Marvel stuff, so I wish you nothing but the best in finding that Hulk of your dreams.
Jeremiah, he's coming up right now, Rowdy.
Jeremiah was a good friend.
Mert, what's that man? Which man? I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
Mert? What's that?
All right, there's Jeremiah, guys.
This Jeremiah is modeled after our frog prince, hence all the kisses. He's not a prince actually in disguise apparently. But where's your crown?
Yeah. Jasmine, thank you for watching us for the first time. This is the first time we've done this in this format. So we're having fun with it. We think we're doing a decent job of it, so we appreciate you guys watching.
So just so you guys do know, the neck bladder on the Jeremiah mask can inflate and deflate. We had a little battery pack, air compressor pack set up at Comic-Con, I think 2 years ago. We didn't bust it out last year, where it basically inflates and deflates. So if you're looking for somebody that is more of like an outside or icon character,
Q character
that you want to do like meet and greets with, that's a really neat feature that we've decided that we've sculpted into the mask to offer.
Did we call him sexual harassment frog?
We did.
Well, that was an entirely different
that's
convention
a story for another time.
That's my cousin, and we won't go into that.
Basically, he was asking for way too many kisses, but
Yeah.
how can you not? It's precious.
Naren, happy day 2. Do you have an Archangel to show? I'm not sure if we have any Archangels right now. I can check for you though, and if we do, I will definitely bust that out.
We've got some in a box. I know that some are going to go to the show.
Okay, yeah, at the 2 o'clock 2 o'clock showing, we'll pull him out.
Promise.
Can you show the rodent-looking mask at the bottom left frame? We are going to handle a lot of the animals in a later segment, so if we can hold off until the 2 o'clock one on that one as well, we'd really appreciate that, and then we'll do a bunch of our animal lineups. Any white tigers? We don't have any of the white tigers in the shop right now. Usually those are painted to order,
Yes.
and as soon as they come in, they go right back out.
Yes.
Rowdy says, thank you. Jason says, do it more often. Trust me, Jason, we are thinking about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, just with the response that we've had from you guys for these live streams, we're definitely going to look into having more live streams throughout the year for CFX. We would love to know topics that you guys want us to cover. We'll definitely try to do just more videos in general about stuff at the shop. So, yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We're definitely going to try to do some more live videos.
Jonah, I've been noticing you like those realistic masks. I don't think I haven't been paying attention. We'll do an entire realistic segment, and we'll get all the realistic masks out, and we'll do a bunch of side-by-sides for you on that one. Give us a little bit of time to organize that, though.
Yes.
So Thomas says, put the mask back on. Yeah, we say the same thing all the time.
that's your real
Matthew
face.
was really looking forward to going to Transworld. We all were, but we feel that this is a pretty good alternative.
Yeah, we know you can't be here and touch the masks and try them on yourself, so we're trying to facilitate that as much as possible for you guys. Trust me, we are definitely missing getting to see all of your wonderful faces and all that good stuff over there at Transworld, but we appreciate you here with us right now.
We're gonna start wrapping this up right now, guys. Seeing how much is Rocky the Demon. It sounds like he's already named it. So,
I believe he is $625.
Like either $625 or $650.
He'll be about
range.
$625 or $650. The UV will be about $50 more than that because of the heavy UV paint and build-up paint work done on him. But yeah, about $625, $650 for, as you're calling him, Rocky the Demon, but the Demon, yes.
Hope, if you order from the site and the mask ends up not fitting, would we be able to send it back and get a refund? I was hoping to get to try a female fit on when she went to Transworld.
Well, we don't. So
Where are you at, Hope?
Yeah, so we don't necessarily
Reply back to us. Where do you live?
A refund policy in that regard, but I mean.
Where I'm going is let's try to make it out to a different convention.
Yeah.
Want to make sure you're happy with your mask, obviously.
Absolutely. So,
yeah.
I mean, shoot us an email. Maybe we can see you at another convention. Yeah, wherever you're located, let us know, Hope, and hopefully we'll be able to come out and see you. That way you can try one of these masks on.
No Scare LA this year, but we're hoping Midsummer Screams
Yes.
is still happening,
Yes.
and we are planning on being there.
Yes.
Um,
Guys, we're trying to get through some of these questions. That way we can wrap
Yeah,
up the
we're-
12 o'clock
we're
hour
kinda-
so
yeah.
we can do a changeover for 2 o'clock. If your questions didn't get answered, we're going to do our best to answer the questions in the comments off of the live stream. But feel free to come back in and view us at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time for our next live stream.
all right. Deadwood, the tree movement test. We're going to put that on the
Okay.
2 o'clock schedule.
He'll be technically with animals, even though he's not an animal. He's animal-like.
Yeah, Gary. Wow, we're getting a lot of Toxic Avenger stuff today. I have one of your Toxic Avenger masks. I assume that licensing ended the production of that. Tabby, give a quick recap.
Yes and no. The license was dropped, but there is interest in our party, or our side, as well as with Troma and Lloyd. It's just a matter of getting all the paperwork together and moving forward again. So,
The molds still exist,
Yes.
and if he called us up and said you're good
Yeah,
to
let's
go
do
and
this.
signed everything tomorrow, the mask
Absolutely.
could go into production tomorrow.
yeah, so there's no waiting period other than getting the official signature on, yeah, let's renew the licensing. So it's sitting ready to rock and roll as soon as we're good to go.
Hey, you know what? All of you guys that want, for all of you guys that want a Toxic Avenger mask, email Troma.
Yeah.
Let them know. Say, hey, look, CFX used to make this mask. They're saying that they can make it again. We want to see it. Reach out to them and let's get the thing moving. Like I said,
Light that fire even more.
We would love to get that going again.
Jason says we need another big reveal like the Four Horsemen. That's tough when you have a catalog as big as ours. It's tough to start matching those things that we did in the early days. We do appreciate you guys remembering all that stuff. And yeah, those were big reveals. Now we have so many characters in our lineup that for us to come up with 8 matching characters or something like that is pretty tough. But we're always working on new masks,
Absolutely.
so hang in there. We'll do our best to shock you every chance we get.
It seems like it's hit or miss with the big reveals. So I mean, if you guys like the big reveals and you want to keep it secret up till then, let us know. But it's we want to make sure that you guys are happy. That's what it boils down to.
All right, we're gonna burn through this real quick.
Okay.
Thanks for doing this. Needed a break from the virus news. Yeah, we all did. Hello, good to see Jeremiah moving.
Yep.
Hope's in Tennessee. You're not far from us, Hope. We'll try to work something out with you. Tabby, follow up with Tabby, and she will work with you. We're glad doing this. Jerry just turned in. Jerry, you got a shout out earlier. You should probably scroll back. Jerry, miss you all. Stay safe. We miss you too, buddy.
Miss you, Jerry, man. Doing all
Yeah,
right.
scroll back. You had your own little segment in this whole video. Topic recommendations: best way to take care of a mask, variations on styles, how movement is affected, up close texture. Wow, this is a good one right here. Up close texture of various masks, recommended interesting costumes to go with it, haunt convention stories, just a few thoughts. Those are great ideas. We're going to follow up with that, and I'm going to take some notes. And we still have 3 more days of this, guys.
Absolutely.
Or 3.5 more days.
Yes.
I want me a super freaky mask. The masks are amazing. Thank you, Jasmine. We appreciate that. We're kind of super freaky over here, too. So can we get a look at the new demon again before you go? It looks like Kenny's grabbing it. Any plans on silicone feet?
Hobbit feet.
Hobbit feet, yeah. If you want some, give us a call. We'll try and do it.
Might get a little bit sweaty, but
Love the demon mask. Yeah, no, we're all really digging the demon mask. Any ideas for a Doom style line on certain masks?
Doom comes out Friday.
We will look at that. I'll be honest, I'm not as up to date on the Doom characters as I probably should be, so I will take a look at some of those. Can a vest be done to go on a hot dog to match what? Yeah, we
Yes.
could totally do a vest and stuff like that.
Pet
People
day.
don't know it, but we've been doing torso pieces, especially for our White Walkers, for years now. We just don't advertise a whole lot of
we were
it.
talking about putting a vest on a dog.
Yeah, but well, that's what I'm saying. Is like we know how to do all the torsos. It's not that much harder to do it for a dog.
It's not in our private line yet. Emphasis on yet, but shoot us an email and be my business.
That White Walker, the White Walker torso is not actually a licensed piece. So if we ever wanted to take and augment that
And modify it.
have a paint scheme that matched one of the demons or zombie or something like that, that's something that we can move that paint job around on.
Cool beans.
All right, guys.
We gotta wrap up.
Yeah,
We
we're
gotta
gonna
go.
wrap this because we got to start changing this booth over for the next segment. How about Lauren from Angel Inspired Mask? We will look at that. Just wish it was easier to get a hold of these in the UK. We're always looking at that, trying to get a better deal for you guys. But hang in there. We appreciate your guys' business.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in at our 12 o'clock hour. We will be back at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Whole lot of different masks up on the shelf behind us. And still then, stay groovy. I know I needed a second so we can put this up there.
There's no one watching yet. If you did it right now, you'd be fine. Tabby, maybe pull that down and put it beside They Live mannequin, and then you can pick it up and show it at times. It stands out so much being on the white paper.
Look, let's take him down. Take him up and show you.
We are on, guys. Filter in, I'll hit the lights real quick.
White lights. Hi guys, you can see me through this fog. Welcome back to day 2 of Fansworld at CFX. We are going to start showing off some of our licensed products. We're going to turn this ambient sound out. Cool. All right, darlings. As most of you know, CFX likes to do a lot of licensed things. You can see Frankenstein here to my left, and they live here to my right. But I want to start off with some of our longest running licenses that we have right now is our Game of Thrones. Right behind me we have our Night King, the biggest, baddest bad guy in the Game of Thrones series. We all wish he would have gotten a little bit of a better demise on the show, spoiler alert. But I have a feeling that if you take him home, you can create your own epic ending. How long did you guys work with HBO for the sculpting phase for this?
I want to say it took about maybe 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah,
Cool
going back and
beans.
forth.
Yeah. How long have we had our Game of Thrones license? For about 6, going on 7 years now?
Yeah, I want to say since season 3.
Right, yeah, right on.
Yeah.
So he's an oldie but a goodie. That being said, like we were talking a little bit earlier at our noon broadcast, while we do have licensed product, always consider them to be limited on their availability because we may not have them forever. Now that Game of Thrones is officially over on HBO, we're not quite sure how much longer we're going to keep them, so if you want to be your own Night King, make sure you take him home today. In addition to the Night King, he's always got to have his generals, right? So right now he's got his hair in a gorgeous braid, but imagine his hair being free-flowing. We also have White Walker Season 3. Normally we don't bring him out to many conventions other than San Diego Comic-Con, but we were going to bring him out to Fansworld for you guys so you can see him up close and personal in real life. There we go.
Close look at all of the ice.
So with the White Walkers, we definitely spice them up a little bit. We want to add all that frosty bits that you would see on them in the show because, of course, they are from the north. They are north of the wall. They live in that frigid environment. We also carry silicone gloves for all of our White Walkers. We have the Night King. We have the Season 3 White Walker as well as the Season 4 White Walker. The Season 4 doesn't actually have the beard hair, and he has a little bit of a different styling to him. But all 3 masks do have gloves that match each mask. And like we were talking earlier, we have a torso piece. So if you want to go a little bit bare-chested but don't want to worry about painting yourself up or trying to find a different costume piece that works, we do sell a torso piece that is frosty in color that will definitely work and accommodate any costume needs in that regard. Alright, so now we're going to move on to one of our most recent licenses, is our Universal Monsters license. We started last year with Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's Monster, as I know a lot of you guys are going to correct us, but Universal approved Frankenstein, so we're going with Frankenstein. We have him in his wonderful green variant right here. We wanted to make sure that we worked off of the design from the original Frankenstein, but also we had a lot of references from Bride of Frankenstein. That's where you'll see a little bit of differences in variation of his sculpt. So he doesn't quite look like any one specific Frankenstein. He's a little bit of blended all of them. And we worked very closely with Universal to make sure we got the likenesses just right, to make sure we got the colors just right. Because, without their approval, and they're the ones who know, we just want to make sure that everything was on the up and up. We also have him in his black and white color scheme, which you can see behind me. So obviously his screen accurate, as it were, with the black and white color scheme right here. Same thing, he does have his bolts on the side. This hair is all hand laid and hand punched, which is part of his price point. He is $900. But how often can you say you have a licensed piece from Universal?
Good catch.
He decided to take a dive. Speaking of, if you can see down here, while these gloves are not licensed pieces, they are something that we can make in addition to complete your costume. We do have gloves. These gloves are just our natural human gloves, and we have them in the green color scheme for the green mask, or the black and white color scheme for the black and white mask. So depending on which Frank you want to be, we can make these to match. So moving on to our other Universal license that we have right now, not necessarily a classic monster, but a monster after my own heart for sure is called Classic. They live, because we're here to chew ass and kick bubblegum and
Chew ass and kick bubblegum?
Kick ass and chew bubblegum.
Wow, that was live.
Wow,
That is live.
I don't think I want to chew
Wow.
ass. Sorry guys, we're here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. You think I know the catchphrase?
I'm gonna make you rehearse this stuff next time. Tabby does this all live on the fly. She doesn't do any rehearsals.
No filter, obviously.
Not obvious at all.
They Live, also known as Formaldehyde Face or the Blue Alien Guy. We have him in his black and white color scheme too, but my favorite thing about him is his wig option. So if you have a specific costume in mind, I've seen a lot of the Consume, Obey, They Live, like the Hooters girls. So if you have a specific costume or character or version in mind, you can do whatever you want, and we can, you can put whatever wig you want on here to make him a little bit more what you're looking for.
You could do male or female characters, obviously, with the same mask.
And similarly, like I said, we do have him in his blue, very vibrant formaldehyde face, or his look through the sunglasses and you'll see who they really are, black and white variation. Also can come with a wig. We provide an option with or without wig. Like I was saying, without wig, you can choose your own wig and costume it the way you would like to costume. And I know you guys are very anxious and very excited. And you've been waiting so very patiently. So obviously, I'm sure you've seen him sneaking a peek back here behind me. We have Creech. Creature from the Black Lagoon, one of my favorite Universal monsters ever. We definitely wanted to share him with you in his green, super vibrant color scheme because you don't normally get to see him in this. All we have is a black and white film. He will be coming, the black and white variation, but in all of his gorgeous glory, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Officially licensed mask from Universal Monsters. And here's Ken putting it on. You can see that the bib is much shorter than we normally do on most of our masks.
But it's screen accurate.
But it is very much screen accurate. We wanted to make sure we were as screen accurate as possible, and we went through all of the reference pictures that Universal sent us, all of their recommendations.
We even when we were sculpting this, we got to see some pictures that aren't part of public domain.
Yep.
And so like some behind the scenes screen grabs and stuff like that to actually like.
Because nobody really gets to see this part of the monster hardly ever, because this was the most complicated and sometimes unfinished part of the monster when it was being filmed. So we were able to see reference material from the back of what it looks like. So this is some movement on Creech from the Black Lagoon. You see he's got a lot of really wonderful movement.
And we do actually have nose holes. So I can breathe really easily out of my nose. Obviously, eye holes super easy to see out of.
There are ear holes as well, so if you turn all the way to the side,
Hidden
you can see
behind
them
the gills.
right here behind the gills. How's it feel? Pretty comfortable, obviously?
Yeah, I mean,
vision is great.
It feels great, just like our normal masks.
Awesome.
That's so cool. Never thought Universal would give up Bela Lugosi's Frankenstein monster. Well, they did. We got it. We're the only ones.
Well, that was actually Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff, yep.
Bella is Dracula.
There you go.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
We're just nerds here. We just know things like that. So don't feel bad.
Joe Gomez says outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that being said, guys, I don't believe Creature is live on the website just yet. He will be either by end of day today or first thing tomorrow. Jonathan is kicking butt up front right now, taking care of you guys and taking care of these orders. So as soon as we're able to get him live on the website, he's ready to rock and roll. Excuse me, all this fog.
If you just wanted to order one of the creatures right now, even though he's not on the website, you can shoot Jonathan an email, say, hey, give me one of those creatures, and we can make that happen. These are available for sale now.
Awesome. Tabby just had to step off screen right now. She's claiming it's the fog that's killing her. While she's off screen, we're going to talk about a couple of other things. You see in that Universal lineup there, we do have a Creature's Bride. That is our Creature's Bride mask with a custom hair on it right now. Not part of the Universal license, but it's definitely a complementing character if you wanted to go as Frankenstein and to also have the Creature's Bride there with you. We do have a black and white Creature from the Black Lagoon that's sitting over in paint right now. He will be available to purchase. If you wanted to purchase him today, he'll be ready to ship out by the end of the week. Mubarsar, we're going to try another one. Don't you worry. We're just kind of doing a little reset right here. The Black Lagoon monster talks. Yes, he does. And he talks really good. He's got great movement on him. Really happy with the sculpt on that one. Had the potential of being kind of too built up, but no, it turned out perfectly. You get all the great action that you need.
So to talk a little bit about about one of our other ongoing licensed masks, this is, many of you are aware of Hell Priest, or Pinhead. This is one that we sculpted at the direction of Clive Barker himself. This is based off of his original drawing of the Hell Priest that he did about 30 years ago. We made 30 of these masks to celebrate the 30th year anniversary of the character, and then we destroyed the mold. So these masks are all limited run. There were only 30 of them made. Each one is numbered.
What all do you get with that mask?
When you order the mask, you also get a piece of the mold. The piece is also numbered.
In addition to a COA, which is signed not only by the wonderful Ken Decker, but also by Clive Barker. So it has the shard number, as well as Ken's signature and Clive's signature for you.
Something that I like to show off too with these with the pins is that the pins are actually double-headed plastic. They're flexible. PVC.
So that thing's safe to wear. If someone were to smack you on the head,
it's totally safe to wear. You're going to get a little tool with the mask to insert these pins. So you'll have to put all the pins in yourself. We don't ship it with the pins in them just to keep from damaging the mask at all. But yeah, if you're wearing this and whatnot and somebody hits you, not really that big of a deal. When I first started, Pinhead is kind of one of the characters that got silicone masks started. I used to work for a haunted house. We had a Pinhead scene. I did a foam latex appliance for that scene, and it was a let's see, I think it was like a 4 or 5 piece appliance. We had to glue the 4 or 5 pieces on every night, and then glue each individual pin on every night. And the makeup took about 2.5 hours to apply, and about 1.5 hours to take off every night.
wow.
The owner was like, all right, we got to figure out something to do faster, or some faster way of getting him in there. So I actually started making. I made one out of silicone just for kicks and giggles to see if it would work. It did work, and then the rest is kind of history.
Bam! Here we are.
So,
Zach says, "Cool Hawaiian shirt."
thanks, man.
And I don't know if you noticed, but the pins will go all the way around his head. Just for this broadcast, we didn't have enough time to put all the pins in the back of his head, but they will go all the way around. There's a little baggie back here with the rest of them, and the tool, like Ken was talking about.
You get the fancy head form on that one.
Yes,
You get all the
resin
material.
rust head form, which is a little bit different than the foam ones that we have when you normally buy a mask.
Nara, no, you did not miss Archangel. I do not have any Archangels in stock. They're all sold out.
We do have movement videos of those on our YouTube page. I'll do my best, Naran, to make sure I link those on your comment, or I'll go to your page. I know we're friends. I'll make sure I get those to you. Did we talk about Flayed Frank and Flayed Julia?
We did not really talk about Flayed Frank and Julia.
So, like we were kind of talking about with our Creature's Bride, we do have masks that can accompany our licensed products, which are our own products. So Flayed Frank and Flayed Julia. So like I was talking about on the noon broadcast, if you're familiar with the Hellraiser movies, especially the first one, Flayed Frank and Flayed Julia will definitely ring some bells.
Uncle Frank.
Absolutely. Give me some skin. Give me some burger.
No, that's.
I know that's Ash. That's Evil Dead.
Yeah, so Ken's looking. We're going to see what we can do about that Archangel for you. It may be towards the end of the week, because who knows, maybe we'll just get crazy in the shop and make a new one.
I believe that's what exactly he went to do.
Yep, and you can't have my Archangel, it's mine. Yep, nope, we won't do that. We have a mold here. I think we can maybe make another one.
I do believe 1 or 2 was just recently ordered, so that's funny timing.
Yep.
But yeah, he personally, my favorite of that one is the ethereal, the blue.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
The lighter color with the blue, because he's very UV reactive, and then the shadow, the one where he's all black with the green lines.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Then again, black and green, 2 of my favorite colors, if you can't tell. So do we have any other questions about the Universal stuff?
No questions really on the Universal stuff.
So I know a lot of you
I
guys,
think we handled it with the movement right off the bat with Creature. No one had to ask for that one, so.
we just took care of that.
Yep.
Done. I know a lot of you
Frankenstein.
guys...
You guys want to see Frankenstein?
Yeah.
You guys need me to put a Frank on?
Go grab one.
Let me just have the one off the shelf right there.
What? You want to do green or black and white?
Let me do the green.
Want to see back so we can do more?
Yeah. Well, you guys can talk there.
So yeah, guys, I know a lot of you have been asking. You're like, oh my gosh, you have a Universal license. What else are you going to do? You're going to do this, you're going to do that. We are in the process of working through other characters for licensing. One that we do already have approval for, that we're just waiting to start the sculpt on, is the Mummy. So you will see Boris Karloff's version of the Mummy as well, just like you saw his Frankenstein. So that's something that's coming. Creature we had been working on for quite a while, so we just want to make sure that he was absolutely perfect for you guys, and perfect for us, let's be honest. But now that he's done, we're moving on to the next thing, and so hopefully that'll be the Mummy. So here's Frankenstein. in all of his glory. He does need a little bit of a hair adjustment every now and then. And a mirror. Amanda, darling, I believe there's a mirror behind you somewhere. Oh no, did we lose it?
Yes.
We lost it. Oh, there it is. Found it!
And so Frank's got the droopy eyelids, and so I just wanted to make sure that my eyes were seated correctly. But you see, this is a great moving mask. Super comfortable. Even with the droopy eyelids, I can see my range of motion. I can see, let me step back so you guys can see on camera. I can see all the way up here. I can see all the way down here. I got full perimeter vision. Yeah, this is one of my favorite masks when it came out. I got to do the movement videos on it. Just absolutely love this one. We had the big stilt boots and everything like that, so I get to be like 7 feet tall and just.
If you guys
Friend.
saw us at San Diego Comic-Con or saw any pictures, Josh is one of the walkers in Frankenstein walking around.
Zach
the
as
convention.
well.
And Zach
Don't
as well.
forget Zach.
I wasn't gonna forget Zach.
But
I wasn't going to. But yes, most of those troublemakers were wandering around the convention causing trouble as Frankenstein. But I mean, it's an impressive mask, and when you put the entire costume together, it looks fantastic.
Shout out to Adam Lane from Dark Creations,
Yes.
ATX. Made our Frankenstein costume for us. If you want to pan over there with the camera
Yeah.
and get a good, nice shot of that.
Yeah.
Giving you an idea of how easy it is to dress this character up.
Yeah, Adam was really awesome. Right before Comic-Con last year, you know, we worked together to be like, hey, you know, we need a Frankenstein jacket. He's like, I got you. And sent us this amazing jacket and shirt. Adam over there at Dark Creations ATX, he is wonderful when it comes to costumes. He has provided a few costumes for us, as a matter of fact.
You know, and before somebody else was asking on our earlier segment about like how do you costume these things,
Yeah.
like what do I do for the costume? Guys like Dark Creations is that's a great place to start. I mean, you know, they've just got some really stellar costumes. The quality and workmanship is really second to none as far as we've seen. You know, and
They work directly with us on a lot of stuff. They'll reach out as soon as they know we have a new mask coming and ask kind of what we've done. Get the ideas.
Midnight Mayhem is another wonderful place. They specialize in clown costuming, so if you're needing some clown stuff, you can go to them. Studio 1031, Courtney and all of them out of Florida.
Let's not forget Dark Stitches.
And Dark Stitches, absolutely. That was going to be my next
Yep.
suggestion. So there's a lot of really wonderful costume makers out there who have worked or can work closely with us to create the costume that matches your mask. So if you want more suggestions, let us know. But hit those guys up because just like us, they're in the same, you know, Transworld boat. They're having their own Fansworld on their own shenanigans on their Facebooks and websites.
And I know like a lot of them really like, you know, Adam especially.
Yeah.
I mean, his team really busted ass
Absolutely.
getting a lot of new stuff ready to show. You know, and the rug kind of got pulled out from all of us. You know what I mean? I'm belly aching about it, and you know, I mean, there's you know, it's obviously inconvenient for everybody. But,
Yeah, but you know, we're in a good position with CFX. Thankfully, we've been around for a few years, so this isn't going to make or break us. There's a lot of other vendors who this could make or break them. So if you have a chance, make sure you check out all those vendors. I'm going to try to compile a list of people who we know that we want to make sure that we send the love to. Transworld's website has obviously the entire vendor list, so share the love, go support these vendors even if you can't see them in person. Make sure you check out their website. They are doing a lot of discounts and a lot of sales too.
Cool. So we have a question from Joe. Any other studios in the works?
Well,
Not
yet, no, but there's always the hope and possibility for things. It's just a matter of figuring out what we want to do, what our timelines look like, and if they want to work with us.
Maximus says, the mask I have, which I assume is the Archangel, has survived so well after many seasons and rain and everything. How does the paint stay on so well?
Oh.
Well,
We're going to have a painter on it during a segment. I know that. Sorry.
So it's a silicone mask, and we like to joke that nothing sticks to silicone except silicone, which is partially true, especially when it comes to paint and coating and all that kind of stuff. So we use a silicone-based paint and a silicone-based coating. That way everything is adhered and secured and will stay
Last the
and
lifetime
not,
of the mask.
Yeah, last the lifetime of the mask.
Cool. They really enjoy vendors supporting vendors, sharing the love. That's great. CFX.
Yes.
So
You know, we're all in a big old haunt industry together. We're one big old haunt family, even though, you know, we may compete in certain markets, like we wouldn't be here without each other. So as long as we can support each other, that's what we're here for.
cool.
Any other questions so far?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I know there were some masks that people had mentioned
Yeah.
being wanting to try on. Do
We were
wanna-
behind a little bit on some of the masks.
So guys, hopefully you are tuning back in from the noon broadcast. Those of you who wanted to see some movement on some of these masks. Real quick, I think Josh is going to put on the
I'll do a
Night
Night
King
King real quick since we were kind of on the license segment.
just to kind of round out our license segment. I'm actually going to go
See
ahead
some
and
movement video.
I'm going to go ahead and put on one of our Creature's Brides that we have without hair because the hair is an adventure. So you can see kind of what that looks like.
Joey says, I just realized you're only showing licensed mask. I want to purchase today. So we're just showing licensed mask right now, but we're also kind of just going
Everything's
through.
available
Everything's
today.
available.
Yep.
Just kind of
This
showcasing.
segment is just kind of focused on the licensed mask.
Yep. Each hour is a different special, whether it's animals, licensing, or clowns, zombies we did yesterday. So you can definitely tune back into those live feeds that are on our Facebook page if you want to see some of those in action as well.
Absolutely. Sorry, before I get into,
Oh, the
into
cleanup-
makeup.
the cleanup crew got
Cleaning
here.
crew is here. They're here too early. Come on. Way too early to be cleaning. We're still
We're right in the
filming.
middle of the broadcast right
Man,
now.
these guys just don't care.
Jeez.
Hey, at least they're cleaning, right? At this time. Can't blame them.
Chet says, what do you guys do for fun when you're not at a trade show?
Well, this, obviously, this is actually a lot of fun for us, if you can't tell. But, you know, we're all nerds here, so we like to do nerd things, play video games, read books, play board games,
got
go
darts in the
darting,
crowd.
play
Yeah.
darts. Ken likes to go skydiving. He also knows how to fly a plane, so, you know, lots of weird stuff like
Mermaiding.
that. Also mermaiding. Some of us here are mermaids, specifically this somebody. She's a professional mermaid, believe it or not. There is such a thing. Just like professional mask makers, there's professional mermaiders.
Let me look there.
Oops, sorry. I'm being asked to hand people things off and on screen.
So let's see. Simone says, please, I want to see the big eye on with praying hands.
Soon!
Soon. Next
I think
segment?
next segment. I said
Blow
I
it?
think at 4 o'clock. I think we're going to do that. I think at 4.
Kendra says, well, you got to keep things clean with all that craziness going on.
You know, like I said.
We do.
at
We
least
like to keep it
keep
sanitary.
it clean. Well, to a degree. Keep it sanitary, yes. Keep it clean? Yeah.
Oh, well, we have another special guest.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. Just want to let you guys know, in between taking your orders, answering emails, answering the phones, I am adding a bunch of stuff to the website right now. I've just got 4 new styles up on there. We got the new Vengeance
Yes.
up there. We got the new Nadia up
Yes.
there. We got the new Dracul up there.
Yes.
Memory. Check it out. It's on the website. You'll see it.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
it. Okay, back to it.
Thank you,
Bye now.
Jonathan. Thank you
Get
so
back to
much.
work.
So yeah, like you've been seeing some stuff getting updated constantly on the website. Jonathan's been doing an amazing job taking care of the front office while we are back here screwing around. Speaking of screwing around. So yes, several things that you've seen in the live stream that may not have been on the website before are going up on the website if they're not currently up on the website. I know that bearded dragon Belial that I showed you guys yesterday he's already found a home. He's already going to go home. I don't know about that Imp Nadia, but I know several other masks have already found a home. After this, we're going to switch out some of the masks. We got to get some over to shipping, got to send them off to the new homes. Thank you guys, by the way, for tuning in, checking us out, asking us questions, and buying masks. We're really happy to be able to provide this for you guys. Do I have a shadow behind me? Like what? I feel like I have something behind me.
Does
Is
it
there
feel like
anything
you
back
need
here?
to buy a mask?
I feel like there's a need to buy something. Something
Consume.
made out of silicone. I need to buy.
Robbie says, have you shown Deadwood?
No, I don't believe we have, but we can definitely get into that if you want to get into that.
where is he?
He's back behind They Live.
Will the eye variants be shown at 4? And I assume that's the big eyeball.
Yes.
One for sure, the other one I think is still in paint. So you'll have 2 eyeballs for you to see. You have to put your eyeballs on at 4.
Mayhem says, shared on my profile in my group. Thank you so much.
Midnight Mayhem? Mayhem? So you just said Mayhem. So
I'm not sure how to pronounce the first name. That's what
We don't know how to pronounce your name. We're horrible. Thank you, Mayhem. Yes.
Someone needs to stay on camera, so I'll just send it over there. Everyone walks
Maximus
off.
says, look at those masks like you like from that one thing. That is very specific.
Yeah, masks
People
from
with
that
silver
one.
eyes that you like, yeah, the
Oh, there we go.
They live.
All
Formaldehyde
right,
head.
there we go.
All right, here's a Deadwood. I know a couple people had asked about that earlier.
So a lot of people ask if we have scarecrow type characters, and we do. We have caught the scarecrow, not right now because we've sold out of them. However, Deadwood makes a wonderful scarecrow, in my opinion.
Sam Hain.
And Sam Hain, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was just talking about Deadwood because he's being on display right now. Deadwood, you know, he's a really cool character because he's very unassuming, he's very detailed, but he's got a lot of range of movement.
And also too, like the moss options and like, you know, mushrooms, lichen, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you can spice them up a little bit. We've actually done, speaking of kind of licensed stuff, we've done a Weirwood version of him where he's got that pale white kind of bark coloring with some red bleeding eye shenanigans and some leaves. Some leaves stopping up there.
You have an outdoor room where you want to have your character hide out in the bushes and stuff like that. Put him in that Deadwood mask. It just looks like bark come out of the wall. Rawr. Crazy stuff.
He is 7 pounds, by the way.
7 pounds. Okay, so he is a little bit heavier. Any Jason Voorhees hoods? Yeah, we got the Deformed Hood. We got one up on the shelf here. Well, let's have you finish modeling this Creature's Bride. So that's the same as the one with hair that's up on the shelf right there.
Just a different color scheme.
Different color scheme and without the hair, obviously. And then we're going to go over here to the Deformed Head. He's got our clear acrylic hockey mask on it right now, so you can kind of see the function of how this thing is supposed to work.
A lot of times we'll show him at a trade show, and you know, if it's just the mask without the without the face guard, people are kind of confused of, oh, what's that? But then if you put the face guard on it, they don't necessarily know
there's a mask underneath
there's a mask underneath it, right? So we only sell the silicone component of it. You're on your own for getting the hockey mask. When we do it like that, we don't necessarily need to have a license because it's just an empty-faced mask. But yeah, he's definitely this one is the he's
Part
got
4.
He's got the
axe wound.
the big axe wound or the machete wound.
Yeah.
So
this is our part.
Without.
Brad, you're right. This is our part 4 version. Yeah. We do other variations as well as changing it to the gray paint scheme.
We can do so many different paint variations of him. We have done so many different paint variations of him. More often than not, we take custom orders for him versus anything in stock because everybody wants a very specific Jason. And actually, our deformed hoods have been used into Jason fan films, 3 actually, as a matter of fact. There's the Never Hike Alone, Vengeance, and the upcoming Never Hike in the Snow. Never Hike Alone and Never Hike in the Snow came from the same company. They used our deformed hood and our zombie gloves, as a matter of fact. So yeah, these guys have been used in fan films. So check those guys out if you haven't. We shared some pictures.
Obviously exposed for your face here, so that way you can function if you're at a party or
Very
anywhere else.
comfortable to wear.
Yeah, super comfortable. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm in trouble. Sorry, just trying to answer the questions as we go along.
I know. We gotta make sure someone's not talking.
Joey Reach, has Igor mask been tried on yet? No, we have not put that one on yet. I think we're talking what, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Okay.
4 o'clock.
I'm gonna say like
Let's see if
you
he's ready. If he's ready,
did.
I'll come in like
Well, I
show
mean-
him now.
Is that one? I thought that one's been trimmed and adjusted.
Black one has been coated.
The black
4 o'clock.
go.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
We're gonna make you guys wait. Tabby and I are making an executive decision. 4 o'clock.
2:30,
Come
4
back. Come back. Check in at 4 o'clock.
Did it at 4.
Okay. I think we're pretty much caught. Oh, what bust do you guys sculpt on? We sculpt on our own core. We have our own custom core. It took many years to develop, and yeah, it's a proprietary core. We do not use the Ed head or anything like that.
A lot of people have asked before if we sell sculpting armatures. We have in the past. We're not right now. There's a lot of other companies out there that sell really wonderful armatures. So at this point, no, we don't have armatures, but there's other options for those out there. Any other questions so far? We're kind of cruising through. Obviously, people want to see
Yeah,
the
we're
new
just
stuff.
kind of cruising through.
The last one.
I think that's the last one right now. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Um,
This one? So I don't know if we have shared this one out in public yet. She's been hanging out on the shelf. This is our Nadia mask, but painted to look like the imp. So we're calling her kind of the Empress. At least that's the working name for now. So she is going to be up on the website soon if she isn't already. This may be one of the masks that Jonathan had just worked on getting up on the website. But we're maybe thinking about making her be a standard paint option.
What
We
do you
really
guys
dig
think?
it.
Yeah, do
What
you guys like that
think?
paint job on her?
I know a lot of people wanted a companion to the imp. This is pretty close right here. Just saying.
With Pandora being our companion to Belial,
Absolutely.
Imp being one of our other best sellers, yeah, it made sense to go ahead and have a a female version of it.
He needed a companion. He needed that female touch. And in case you guys don't know, go ahead and turn around, darling. All of this tattoo work, as we call it, is done by hand. That's not a stencil. So Jen is our phenomenal paint manager. She knocks it out of the park when it comes to doing those imp circles. We may be doing another painting of a Nadia mask very similar to this later on this week as a paint live stream. That's something that Jen and I are talking about. I think we're going to try to do that on Thursday. Very likely for you guys. So
Her schedule is pretty full, so yeah, it'll be towards the end of the week.
So trying to make sure we find time where she can come over here. We can steal her from the paint room for a little bit before she has to get back to making all your guys' masks. Let's be honest. Cool beans.
Right.
How we doing, guys?
No other questions. Hey guys, we'll wrap this up here in a second here if there's any other questions. But you got us for a few more minutes if you want to see anything. It doesn't have to stay on the license stuff.
Did you put that Mortimer on by chance?
We did not put the Mortimer on. I know someone earlier was asking about Mortimer. I can do that right now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try that Mortimer on. That way we have that at least in the video. And then we'll,
Why don't you tell them a story in the meantime?
Story? Well, how about I tell you what we're going to do with all these videos? For those of you who are only catching like the tail end of these or who didn't get to tune in yesterday or can't tune in for the entire time, I am taking all of these live videos and I'm putting them into one long video. And they're going to be uploaded onto our YouTube page. So check us out. It's CFX Unmasked on YouTube. We'll be sharing all of these live videos. So once we've got them all compiled at the end of the day, I'm going to smush them together, throw them up on YouTube. That way you'll be able to see kind of everything that we've done for a live stream throughout the day. All right, I've got a weird rat behind me now.
So yeah, tell them about Mortimer Sewer Rat.
Absolutely. So this is Mortimer. This is one of our 3 paint variations that we kind of consider standards. This is our sewer rat. He's also gray. You can get them with whiskers or without whiskers. The whiskers are an option. This is our lab rat variation, same thing. He actually has a few more additions with the glow eyes, so they're UV reactive eyes with whiskers and this UV gnarly goo, as well as UV vein work. The other version we have is just a pale rat like this. That being said, we can do any kind of paint customizations that you want. So if you have a specific coloring in mind, if you want a more brown, kind of like Splinter, we can absolutely do that. If you want to be like really gnarly green and all screwed up, we can do that. If you want them black, we can do that. If you want them purple for whatever reason, we can do that. And like I said, the whiskers are an option. Most of our animal type masks we can do whiskers on. So like Bast and Con as our tiger and tigress, we can do whiskers on those guys too. All right, guys. So he's gonna demask.
Check for questions real
Check
quick.
for questions.
Who is the flame painted one near the dweller?
The demon, the new demon.
Oh, the demon. Yeah, that guy. He's our new demon. He has no name yet. We are asking you guys for suggestions on names, and on I believe tomorrow at noon we'll be unveiling their official names, because it's this guy and our vampire who we have, who is not right below him. We don't have names for them yet. We want you guys to send us your best suggestions. We'll maybe draw a name out of a hat, and we'll go from there.
Can you show us more swag?
More swag? What do you mean more swag?
Go over the swag bag again.
All right, guys. So, for those of you who aren't aware, when you place an order with us through this sale, you guys get some swag. So the swag that you would normally get when you come and see us at the trade show, some new swag for us this year. You're gonna get a wonderful CFX tote bag, which is great for carrying your swag, but also great for carrying groceries or your clothes
Or toilet paper.
or
Toilet paper.
or Lysol. You will also get a CFX worm, not specifically a green one, maybe a green one, but the color of our choice, and a lanyard. Like I said, these are swag that you would normally get at the trade show.
Let's see those up close. Let's see the worm and the lanyard up close.
We are throwing the lanyards in and the worms in for you for free because we want you guys to have the whole Fansworld show experience.
And so yeah, normally if you guys come see us at the trade shows, we try to give you worms from our booth.
Yeah, CFX gives you worms.
We yell at you that CFX just gave you worms. It's part of that tradition, and we're missing that right now.
Absolutely.
So now I'm just gonna mail you worms.
That's normally what we do, let's be honest.
All right,
You
yeah.
guys are also be getting some stickers as well, but Ryan, my shipper, handles all that. So any order you place during the sale, you will get some swag.
Beanies, get the beanies out on there, because no hats just yet. We're trying to think of a really cool idea to do with some hats, just to kind of make them stand out a little bit more, kind of like our beanies.
So we have 2 different variations of beanies we got going on. Actually 3 if you think about it. You can have them without horns, which is no fun. You can have them with horns, which is a lot of fun. Or horns on the side, which is even more fun. So So we have some variations and versions for you.
All the new versions are going to be on the side, just so you know, but we do have a small inventory of the front ones still available as well.
Absolutely.
If people still like the front ones and they want to get front ones, they can.
Yeah,
They can request that.
I make them, so you guys call, let me know what you need, I'll make them for you.
And most of them will be black horns. We had a few of the colored ones as a fun variety for Transworld. I don't think any of the color horn options are listed on the website.
It's black horns on the website,
It's
guys.
black horns on the
Yeah.
website. If I can, I'll try to snag some pictures of the colored ones. We'll pop those up, but once those are gone, those are gone.
Yeah. So very nice. Mayhem Demon, maybe.
Mayhem.
Yep. Steve wants to know where we ship from.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Everything is made here in the United States in good old Baton Rouge. Yep, 30 South. That's where we are. And we ship worldwide, in case you were wondering.
And right now during this sale, free shipping, correct?
Free domestic shipping, absolutely.
I got
if you
corrected
are-
from 2 different directions
Three
on that
different
one.
directions. If you are international, shoot us an email. We will work with you. But right now, it's free domestic shipping for this sale. Any other questions?
Thank you. Steve says thank you. You're welcome, sir. Anything else?
All right, guys. I think this is going to call it for a 2 o'clock hour. We will be back at 4 with some new stuff to show you. So stay tuned. Until then, is what my mouth was trying to say. See you soon.
And we'll get them into Canada for you. Don't worry.
Gotta love the fog. Hi guys! Welcome back to our live feed, live stream. It's 4 p.m. here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on day 2 of Fansworld presented by Composite FX. So you've made it to the 4 o'clock hour on the second day. If we can get through some of this haze, we're going to talk about all of our new stuff, you guys. You've been asking, you've been wanting, you've been begging, you've been demanding even to see some of our new stuff. Well, you've seen some things. Now we're going to get you even a better look. Ooh, we brought in the fan, trying to blow some of this out, but it's just blowing it around in a circle. All right, guys. So, rehash. You know Frankenstein's Monsters, part of our Universal license. He is technically new to the Transworld crowd, even though we did unveil him at San Diego Comic-Con last year. We have his green color variant as well as his black and white color variant. If you missed out on our licensed hour last time, we did go into depth about all of our licensed product. So we have the black and white version of Frankenstein in addition to his classic green color option. These are licensed products, so they are not part of our normal deal that we're going on right now. However, if you buy a licensed item, you'll get $100 credit towards a CFX product. Reach out to us through email or give us a phone call and we'll discuss that a little bit more with you.
Hey, Patrick wants to know what the worms look like.
The worms? The worms? These worms. These worms. So this is one of the swag that you'll get when you order during the sale. You normally would have got him at Fansworld, but we want to make sure he still finds his way home to you.
They come in different colors?
Yes, a few different colors. Right now we only have green ones on the shelf because we were doing St. Patrick's Day, so. But yes, they come in green, they come in blue, they come in pink, they come in multicolored, they come in tan, they come in glow in the dark. Almost all the same colors that we make our masks, you'll see the worms in. And our second universal license that we have is our good old formaldehyde face. So They Live, same as Frankenstein, comes in his blue color scheme. So when you see him in real life, or his black and white color scheme that you can see him through the sunglasses in. Did you know that that was like the longest fight sequence in a movie for a long time?
I think it still is.
Is it still one?
Yeah.
And again, guys,
They're
Frankenstein
fighting in the alley.
Frankenstein and They Live, they were released last year at San Diego
Yes.
Comic-Con, but they would have been new sculpts for everyone at Fansworld.
Absolutely.
You guys hadn't shown those in person yet.
So to follow up with that, our latest release that we've done for Universal is the wonderful creature from the Black Lagoon. Right now, all we have is this color variant to show you because the black and white one is still being coded. It'll be finished, and they will be live on the website by end of day. We will show you the black and white creature tomorrow, since he'll be done at that point. But we figured you'd want to see him in his full green color Amazon swimming glory. We did put him on in the last live feed where we were talking more about our Universal licensed products. You can falling into me. So if you want to see him move, you can check in on that, and we will be posting an official movement video on him probably by the end of the week, but more than likely the very beginning of next week. So stay tuned for that, okay, you guys?
Carrie would like to know any plans in the works for female-esque features in masks.
So you're talking male fit but feminine features? If so, yes. Coming soon, ...
And we already have one.
Yeah, so we do have one. We have Sandra the Femme, and she is a male fit with feminine features. Another female kind of character that's a male fit is her Baba Yaga. It is designed to be more of like a witch, from like Hansel and Gretel kind of thing. But yes, we are looking to expand our male fit designs that are female skewed, and vice versa, female designs that have more male scary oriented stuff to it.
But we do have quite a few female masks that have very feminine features,
Yes.
just not the male fit
Yes.
on that. Adam Hartley would like to know, could you do the vampire mask? Can you show the best one? I think that's what it is.
Going right to where I'm going to go to next. I was going to start busting out our newer designs that we have. So
Before you go there.
hold on. I'm being put on.
Yeah, the creature
hold.
looks great. What's the price, and will there be hands or feet for it?
Price for Creature from Black Lagoon, both this green color scheme and this black and white color scheme are going to be $700. We would love to do his hands. That's something we got to work out with Universal to do official hands. However, we have our Deep Spawn gloves, which can definitely be modified and painted to look like him if you can't wait. And I say, don't wait.
Carrie got back to us. She says, no, the female fit. So maybe grab Empress real quick.
Okay, yeah.
And just to show, so we will be doing another segment featuring all of our male and female companion masks.
Yes.
But so we do have plenty of female masks with feminine features on them.
Absolutely.
Again, this is a variation of our Nadia mask. We have the Creature's Bride that's back up over there in the corner, which is very feminine in her features. And quite a few other ones as well. But tune in later this week, and we will have our companion mask segment.
So our Roxy and Emma mask, this is Roxy done up like a clown. We call her Tessa Zombie. She is a natural human, and so she is obviously the most, the one that we go to for the most natural human looking faces and designs, so mainly clowns. But yeah, obviously she's got very feminine features in that regard if you're looking for something a little bit more natural human. But I think you're looking for monsters that are a little bit more scary but pretty too, right? No, just feminine features?
Yeah. And you know what we can do too is we have our Mermaid Roxy.
Yes, I do
Mask?
pull her out for tomorrow.
And she will be coming out tomorrow and being
Yes.
featured in our modification segment.
Yes, absolutely. So I want to kind of get back into things real quick, but first and foremost, since we were talking about Frank, I definitely want to make sure everybody takes a look at his jacket and his clothing over here. This was actually from Adam Lane over at ATX Dark Creations. He busted this out for us right before we went out to San Diego Comic-Con last year. It just really completes the costume and character for Frankenstein. So if you're looking for costuming of any way, shape, or form, Adam Lane over at ATX Dark Creations is a great guy. He will work very closely with you to get you what you want. And we've worked with him several times in order to make sure that we get the costumes that we need for our masks that not only A, look good on the mannequin, but also look good on you and will make your fantastic photo shoots as well as awesome costuming for your conventions or your haunted houses. Do we have a few more questions? Or look like
Hands and we talked about hands and feet for Creature and price. We answered Carrie with the female fit stuff.
Okay.
No,
All
I
right.
think we're good.
So, we're just going to dive into it. You guys saw the teaser for him last week, our vampire. He is still unnamed for the time being, but I think either by tomorrow or Thursday we will unveil his official name. We asked all of you guys out there in social media lands to throw us your best suggestions. We've gotten a few so far. Feel free to make sure you add those down here in the comments or on that original post. We will love your suggestions, and you know we're ready to rock and roll with this guy. But yeah, so this is our vampire. This is just his pale paint scheme for right now.
Let's have you show that one, and we'll grab him on.
Sorry, musical masks here. We also have him in his translucent worm or translucent worm whites. This option does come with blood. You can get them without blood if you like, but we think the blood adds a little bit of an extra touch.
Give us a little bit of a detailed up close on that one with his veining and
as somebody
everything.
said on, I think it was Facebook, he looks like wet chicken skin, and I'm not going to disagree. So, grody, but also accurate. And that's a high gloss coating that we have on him to give him that really wet, sickly looking sheen versus a matte coating, which you saw in the other one. And Ken's going to pop back into frame here in a minute and show you the movements on this vampire guy here that we need your help naming.
all right, there he is.
So just like all of our other masks, it does have eyes. I'm being attacked! All right, I'm back from the dead. So obviously you can hear, you can see, you can breathe, right?
Actually, you're really good.
He's got the big ears. You can hear
Yeah,
fantastic.
very large ears.
Just like all of our masks, they are designed to be comfortable. That way you have access to all of your senses and move with your face. What do you guys think about that one so far?
Tyler loves it. Reminds me of the Master Strain from the Master from the Strain.
Yeah!
Brandon says a Rob Zombie mask would be cool.
Like a mask that looks
I don't
like
know.
Rob Zombie?
Maybe we work on something like that.
Yeah, we might be able to do that.
But yes, that's a new vampire, guys.
So we're gonna go on to Vengeance. You guys were phenomenal, and I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of our design and mask contest.
Talk about that a little bit.
For those of you guys who don't know, early to midsummer last year, we threw out a design a mask contest. It's exactly what it sounds like. We put a call out there to all of you guys out there in social media world to submit a design of a mask for us. You know, we wanted to see what you guys have going on in your head. We wanted to see what you guys wanted to see from us, and we were overwhelmed by the responses that we got. And like, it was so hard for us to even narrow down to the top 10 that we had you guys vote on. So what ended up happening is, yeah, we had a whole bunch of submissions, I believe over 150 submissions that we had to whittle down to 10 in the shop, and from those 10, we submitted it out to you guys. You guys all voted on Facebook and on Instagram, and we came down to our winner, who was Andy Lambert, who designs Vengeance. So this is your Design a Mask contest winner. We did have a few runners-up, and we still do plan to make those masks, but obviously we wanted to focus on the winner, and we are so excited and so thrilled and so proud to have him be out here. And I mean, it's a badass design, I'm not gonna lie. So this was what we call Andy Blue after Andy Lambert. So this was the color scheme that he kind of came up with. But obviously we've got a lot of really cool ideas in our heads too. So needless to say, we've got more bang for your buck.
And this is just the beginning. We are going to be coming up with even more color schemes. This guy seems like he's super versatile. Expect some really crazy Mask of the Month alterations and
so
variations.
this is Andy Blue. This is Demon Red. We were calling him Xenomorph. Can't imagine why. And we do have two more coming down through the line. One I believe will be very UV reactive. So depending on what
we
kind
should be able
of
to show you one of them by the end of the week.
Yes. So depending on what kind of monster, alien, creature, demon you're looking for, we've got it going for you. We got some other questions going on over there?
Yeah, we missed a bunch while we were all on
Woo,
screen
we're all,
right
like,
there.
hanging out here.
Yeah, we're all too busy trying to be on camera right now. Can we see the demon mask again? It's coming. Kane, give us a few more seconds. Let's see. Now that one needs to come in a smaller size, says Carrie. Carrie, that is an amazing mask. Yeah, no, we're all
Actually,
really stoked about it.
I would say you put...
And
I was going to put it on to see how it fit on
well,
me real quick. but-
yeah, depending on sales on that one, I can definitely see us doing a companion sculpt to go with that one. So get out there and let's...
So I'm going to put Vengeance on real quick so you can kind of see what it looks like on a female head.
And Tabby's head is pretty small. I don't know if you guys can tell.
I got a big head.
She's itty bitty.
So I mean, I fit in the female fit designs rather well. And what it is, it's the head circumference and if your jaw is strong enough. So we're gonna find out together, you guys.
And Aiden, we'll have Tabby answer that vision question for you. But when Kenny was wearing it, Kenny was saying it's absolutely perfect. I'll be honest with you, I have not put this mask on yet, so I don't know personally. Yeah, so definitely he's screaming for a companion mask, Carrie. Hopefully, let us get settled in with these guys, and hopefully by next year we'll have something in the works. I know we are also talking possibly about doing another design a mask contest this year.
I'd like to do another design a mask.
Towards the end of the year?
There's a couple of entries from last year's contest that we, I think, still
wanna
want
do?
to Yeah, play around with.
At least
All right.
we have 2 runners up and then 2 other people who were like, ooh, we like your stuff.
So,
Yep.
Tab, obviously you can see us. You just looked right at me.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. So it is a little, for me, it's a little big right here because I don't have a very strong jaw. I don't know, can you hear me good?
yeah, I can hear
we
you
can
good.
hear you.
Yeah.
And so vision, yeah, I gotta, it looks like kind of like I'm looking through some curtains a little bit, but I mean, I can see here.
But
I
a
can see
beanie
here,
probably fix all that for you.
See here? I mean, a beanie, a smidge here, I just got that. 'cause-
Yeah. Yep,
That's
there
about
it
it.
is. Tyler, yeah, the other colors, I know there's one sitting over in paint right now. Paint is scrambling to get these done for us so that way we can show them off by the end of the week. So yeah, I'm hoping that there'll be the UV one should be available by Friday. We will do a follow-up segment at the end of the day on Friday to kind of go over everything that we've talked about.
Absolutely.
And remember, all these videos are being saved and will be combined at some point.
Yeah, so all the videos that we are doing per day, we're combining them into one long video. And I'm uploading them onto the CFX YouTube page, which is CFX Unmasked. Sorry, I feel pieces of silicone on my eyelashes. So we will make sure that those go up on the YouTube page and share those with the rest of our social media channels. That way you guys can scrub through them and see what we've been talking about all week. All right, so I guess it's demon time, huh?
Yep, I think they want the demon.
Alrighty, so right over here. I was going to where they were before. Also still unnamed for the time being. We would love your guys' help and input on what you guys think this demon should be called. We had a few suggestions.
Kind of like rocks.
Right? We had a few suggestions last feed. Someone said Rocky, which was like,
We're all kind of falling in love with that.
yeah, that makes sense. We were going like demon names and stuff like that, but Rocky is like so
Yeah.
exquisite. So a high contender.
You know what? Let's just say it. Rocky.
All right. Ah!
Bam.
Bam!
There we go.
Rocky the
Demon
Rocky
just
it
got
is. There
named.
it is.
It's Rocky the
Rocky
Demon.
Rocky the Demon.
Can't remember who came up with that, but we will find you and give you some credit.
So this guy is the one that you've been seeing a little bit. He is highly, highly UV reactive. We're going to bump those lights down just a smidge for you so you can see that. Look at that. Look at that.
You almost need some fog with this too.
Right?
You know,
Just
some
maybe
good,
a little bit
like,
of fog. Tyler, to answer your question, it's the desert. We're calling him Desert Tan. That's the other color that's going with this guy right now. We are also trying to come up with a few other paint schemes for him. So if you have any suggestions, we'd love to hear them.
Yeah, that mask glows almost on its own. It's so vibrant. Multi-layers of paint on that guy.
Absolutely. Go ahead and do another 360, Ken. Show off your backside there. So the backside of these horns are just so visually vibrant right there. It looks like they're literally glowing like they're on fire. Tyler, was that your name? Rocky the Demon, was that you?
Did Tyler name it?
I think so. He goes, oh my God, my name for him was picked. That UV looks amazing on him.
Good job.
Yeah, that's Ken, the owner of the company, deciding that that's the name. So there you go, man. And so, yes, to answer your question, Tyler, this is the desert version of him. We're going to kind of get him up here a little bit closer for you. Obviously, a little bit more subdued than something as vibrant as the UV variation.
And check out the texture on this guy. I mean, his texture is absolutely amazing. The entire mask.
Very similar to Belial. He's got a lot of texture going on there that makes for a really
just captures all that detail. All the wash of the paint is just... Everything about this mask is beautiful. You want to grab the UV guy and give us a close-up of the...
A little bit closer. So I just want to start with the back of the horns because those...
So you're seeing this mask now in regular lighting, guys, too. Look how good he looks just in regular lighting, let alone when you fire up the UV lighting.
It just feels like all that magma is coming through that crust right there.
Feels hot in your
It
hands.
does! Hot, Dada, hot! Hot. It's hot. 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 Hot.
But yeah, so this guy's been a shop favorite. We're really enjoying him. Hope you guys will too.
All right.
Wilson says more like Fire Demon.
Fire Demon. The mask you guys have all been waiting for. You guys have been asking. You guys have been joking. You guys have been poking and prodding. However...
Stop being a butt about it.
Yes. I know what he looks like in sculpt form. I know the fact that it was in clay probably didn't help and it was brown. However, this is Igor. This is going to be his standard paint variation. Gory, of course. You can get him with or without blood, but personally I think the blood just adds that much more of an extra touch to the mask. All this really bitchin' veining that was done by hand by Jen.
So yeah, all the veining is done by hand, you guys. It's all custom veining.
Top right there, absolutely. So all the veins are going to be a little bit different on every mask.
The black UV variant right here.
Do you want to go pump those lights? Yeah. That looks amazing. So, I mean, our thought process behind this was, like we've been saying, that crazy rat fink, 80s, 90s, surfer punk vibe. Think of, like, those crazy UV reactive, like, 3D mazes. That was our intention and our thought process for this guy right here.
We also wanted to step a little bit out of the box.
Absolutely, especially for the regular one. So a lot of people are like, oh, how are you going to costume this? However you darn well want.
Put a lab coat on. Put him in a trench coat.
Honestly, if this guy was coming at me...
Or just a black morph suit.
If this guy was coming at me in a dark hallway and all I saw was his floating eyeball, I would be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I was going to say something else, but I'm trying to kind of keep it a little bit PG-13, but I would probably shat some bracks.
And I know that a lot of people are asking about, like, you know, how do you see out of the thing? There is a screen on the inside of the iris, so obviously I don't need any kind of a balaclava to hide that.
You can talk just fine.
You do have a little bit of tunnel vision. No real way to avoid that, but I mean, like, I can see Tabitha perfectly fine. I can see you guys perfectly fine. I'd say my vision is about here.
Okay, yeah.
So if I come out here, my hands disappear. So, you know, but I mean, honestly, too, that also kind of helps to move the mask around.
Yeah.
And make sure that the eyeball is looking where the eyeball needs to look.
Absolutely.
And I hope you guys are noticing the mouth movement on it. It's not just a boring old eyeball. We made it so you can still emote and do some stuff. We know a lot of you guys are so hesitant online. We just laughed because we knew how this mask was going to work already. We're all kind of in love with it as being our oddball kid this year.
The oddball eyeball.
We do also have one more UV variant
Yes.
coming on this, and I think Jen actually might be painting some of that live in the next day or two to show you guys. Kind of a more, like this one's got a really warm kind of magma feel to it, lava feel to it, but
the
other variant will have a lot more kind of like playful blues and greens and yellows, as well as the reds along
Yeah, a
with
little
it.
more like cotton candy, like
Yeah.
clownish variation.
So I think they want to see the other one on. Tabby, do you want to put the other one on? I mean, I'll put the other one on, or Ken's right there.
I did just want to have you guys get a close-up here of that meshing that's in that eyeball area right there. That way you can see that's the material that we put in there for you. That way you don't have to block out your
And that's
eyes or anything.
securely glued in.
Yeah.
There's nothing for you to worry about.
Nope.
It's stretch. So yeah, it should work. So yeah, Joey wants us to put this other one on.
And Joey, don't worry, I do remember we got the teratoma standing by for you. Over there. Rare and ready.
All right, we'll let Ken get that off the head form.
Absolutely.
There were
Yeah.
Brian Snyder was a clown version of Igor. You know that's coming.
Dude, honestly, I think the one that's in paint right now
Yeah, I
would
think
be the one that you'd be wanting. So as soon as we get that one rocking and rolling, Brian, I know you're going to see it and you're going to be like, yes! I know it. All right, here comes Gory.
Brian says yes. All right, yeah. So there's the other one.
So yeah, do similar mouth movements and stuff. That way people can see it in the light. Yeah. So it's really weird because I used to have this recurring nightmare as a kid that this giant floating eyeball was stalking me.
And now it's
And
come
now
to
it's
life.
real.
All right.
So like now that the mask is done, what do you guys think?
Honestly,
Honestly.
beat us up.
What
Do whatever you
think?
need to do.
Can
Are
you
we
see it now?
are we crazy?
Also, a lot of you guys asked how it was going to keep and retain its shape. Does it look
Perfectly
deformed to you?
fine.
It looks
Yeah.
totally fine, right?
Yeah.
Everything looks good. Now, did we foam fill that, or is that all silicone?
No, that's all
That's
silicone.
all
How
silicone,
much
right?
does he weigh?
Perfect.
Oh, we're
figure
gonna
out
weigh
how
him
much he
right now
weighs
for you.
ya.
Hold on, we have our trusty
Yeah, a lot of
trusty
people
dusty
wanted to know
scale.
if he was going to be foam filled at all, or if he was going to be all silicone.
6 pounds.
6 pounds.
6 pounds. He's less than Deadwood.
Yes.
Average mask is about 5 pounds. He's a little
Absolutely.
heavier than a normal mask,
But not by much.
but not by much. Yeah. No, Zachariah. By the way, Zachariah is the
Yeah.
creator and sculptor on this one.
Yes.
Zachariah is I'd say, relatively newish member of our team. He's got a lot of really, like he does a lot of work in ceramics and
Yes.
stuff, and kind of like that rack paint style
Yeah.
is really how he does a lot
That's
of
his aesthetic, for
ceramic
sure.
and
Yeah.
his aesthetic.
Yeah.
So, you know, when we were sculpting for this year, you know, I mean, one of the big things that we try and do is let our artists kind of like be artists.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, sometimes it works perfect, sometimes it doesn't. But I mean, you know, you don't know until you try.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of where we're at. You know, I mean, we want to try and push that envelope a little bit. We want to try weird things. You know, some masks don't exist. Maybe they shouldn't. But you know, you don't know until you make it.
Until someone doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So, you know, we do keep wanting to push the envelope. You guys have been wanting to see some new and weird stuff from us, and so we figured this was new and weird. It sat with a lot of us just right, so hopefully you guys will feel the same way, especially now seeing it in its full silicone form.
And it also gave a chance for one of our newer artists to really show their stuff and you know, push the boundaries. You know, we have a lot of talent here at CFX. You guys don't always get to see it. You get to see beautiful Tabitha right there, and Ken obviously, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes. Our paint team is absolutely amazing.
I'm really good at making our stuff look good when I bring it to you guys, but we have an entire team of about 25 people here in the shop that we work hand in hand, like an amazing, well-oiled machine here when it comes to designing, to sculpting, to casting, to painting, everything in between for the masks in addition to all the medical stuff that we do too. You know, we love our team here, we support them, and we want to make sure that they have creative outlets at this job because we do a lot of fun creative stuff here, so we want to make sure that everybody has a chance to show their colors.
Joey, yeah, Big Daddy Roth. That's exactly that's the aesthetic that we were going for with it. We're hoping to let Zachariah get free, and maybe he gets a little bit crazy and does some other crazy stuff for us in that same style. Especially if you guys like it, but you guys got to let us know.
Yes.
You know what you're thinking about things. Again, we'll push the boundaries as far as you'll let us, but yeah, you guys got to let us know if you're liking it or not.
Haunt Scene. We've already named the new demon mask.
Yes.
He is Rocky,
He'll be Rocky.
but I do love the name Ifrit. I'm a big Final Fantasy.
Oh, we can call that the Ifrit variant.
Yeah, we can call him the Ifrit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
there
would
you go.
say
The
we're-
Ifrit paint job.
We're Final Fantasy nerds, so you're
Yep.
speaking to our souls right now.
Yep. No, I'm playing through 10 right now again for the 4th or 5th time.
I just downloaded
Kenny, Joey says you need to give Zach a raise.
Nah.
We'll let him
already
sculpt
got
another
one.
one.
He
We'll
already
let him
got
sculpt another
We'll
one.
feed him a few more snacks here and there. We'll feed him a little bit.
So Aiden says, I was looking on the website and I saw you make custom molds. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes, we do custom designs, custom masks, so therefore custom molds. Something that we were talking about is hopefully in the future it's a program we want to offer, maybe not a program, excuse me, a discount we want to offer is a price cut on some of our custom sculpting services. We are still in the process of getting to the nitty-gritty of that, so when we're ready to announce that, we will. But we absolutely do custom work. If there's something in our catalog that we don't currently have that can't be modified to get to what you're looking for, reach out to us. We can talk about a custom sculpt. There is kind of a hefty price point involved in that because there's a lot of groundwork for us to do. However, it is doable. It is available. Shoot us an email. Let us know what you got.
Segue into that with using our existing lineup of masks to modify and make brand new custom stuff.
Absolutely.
I know we'll have a whole separate segment of that, but
Yes. We will do a whole segment, probably, if not noon, then probably by about 2 o'clock tomorrow. We'll get into more of the custom modifications that we've done on masks that we have. But like we were saying, we have over 150 original character designs in addition to our licensed stuff. All of our original characters we can customize in thousands of different ways. We can do different noses, different ears, different brow shapes. We can add wounds, we can add a hair, we can add horns, and other build-ups as well. So if there's something specific that you're looking for that just needs a smidge of a modification, needs a little bit of this, needs a little bit of that, 9 times out of 10 we can make that happen with our existing catalog, and you won't even have to do any kind of custom sculpt or anything like that.
Hunt Scene says you're welcome. Again, thank you. Let's see here.
Ifrit variant, I dig it.
Dennis, everything looks amazing. He loves the Universal Monsters. Thank you, sir. We were all very, very excited to get this program up and running.
Absolutely.
And love the way the 3 sculpts that we have turned out already.
Absolutely.
Can't wait for the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, Universal is a lot of people's first iteration to any kind of monsters, and so to have those classic monsters in our catalog right now, we're all happy campers because, we all have our first experiences watching Frankenstein or watching, Creech from the Black Lagoon, or I remember the first time watching They Live and just cracking up just about the ridiculousness of everything. And I love it. So to be able to have those in our catalog, it means a lot for us to have it, it meant a lot for us to sculpt it, and it means a lot for us to bring it to you guys and have you guys enjoy it as well.
Real quickly, talk about our starting point price point for masks.
Sure.
And then just kind of talk
For
about our
custom
pricing
sculpt?
structure. No, just standard masks.
Right there, so most of our masks, I guess the average price point of our masks are about $650. Most of our designs start about $575 and go up from there. We do have our deformed hoods and our hero hoods and our leather face hood that are a little bit of a lower price point, between $400 and $450. But about $650 is a good comfort medium zone for where most of our masks cost. Gloves are about $575 as well because there's just the same amount of time and material that goes to the gloves as it does the mask.
Maggie's watching.
Hi.
Let's see here.
If we don't have any other questions, I would love to get one or both of you guys in that Teratoma and that Baba Yaga because I know some people were wanting to see the movement on those.
Real quickly, Kirk says you can also pick parts from one mask to another one, like the one that he got. Yes, you sure can.
100% correct, Kirk.
So
As a matter of fact, you can remove things too. So with like the Horseman of Pestilence, if you don't like his finger crown bone, his finger crowns, we can take those out, or we can put those on a different mask too. So yes.
Then Hunt Scene reminds people everything's $100 off through the end of the week.
Hunt Scene,
Plus,
you're making my job easy.
yep, plus free domestic shipping.
Yes. Hunt
What
Scene,
else? Go over the deal real quick
you're
while we
making
get these
my job
masks on.
easy. But just to remind everybody, we are doing a Transworld sale right now here for Fansworld. This is basically the sale that we are going to offer for the Transworld crowd. The likelihood of us being able to make the new date is still kind of pending up in the air, so this is the sale that we would have normally had there, plus some that we're bringing to you. So because of that, we are doing $100 off full masks and gloves, $50 off the half masks or the hoods, so like the leather hood I just talked about, the deformed hood, the hero hoods. We are also doing free domestic shipping. If you are international, reach out to us. We can see what we can do for you there. And if you order a licensed item, you'll get $100 credit towards the CFX product. Since we're not able to discount the licensed items, but we do still want you to get that, get in on the sale, we'll give you $100 credit towards a CFX item. And then you're going to get a whole bunch of really cool swag that you would normally get at the trade show. So you're going to have a handy dandy CFX bag, which is great to hold your masks in, but also great to buy grocery store, that toilet paper store, that Lysol. On top of that, you're going to get a really awesome CFX lanyard that you normally would have gotten if you came and saw us at the booth. So we've got our CFX logo on there, as well as a little bit of an imp graphic. And last but certainly not least, we are going to make sure that a wonderful, loving CFX worm finds its forever home.
Do we have any of the
multiple colors.
stickers?
Not physically on me. You will also get a sticker or two when you place your order. I don't have them physically on me, but we have really cool holographic stickers. That
While
are floating
supplies
around.
last, because those things are.
While supplies last, absolutely. So we've got a few stickers, and that's for everything. While supplies last, for the worms, for the bags, and for the lanyards, and for the stickers. If we realize that we don't have any more swag to give you, we will unfortunately let you know. We've got about 500 pieces between a few different things, so get your orders in, you guys. Get them in.
Andy Lambert says, "Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you."
Hi Andy, oh my gosh, I saw your comment on the last feed. Thank you so much for being part of the contest, for being so willing to work with us, for your amazing design, and being such a team player. We are thrilled with the way the mask turned out. I am so thrilled to hear that you are as well. So thank you guys so much. We'll make sure we send you some swag too, Andy. This is that holographic sticker that I was talking about earlier. I don't know if it's reading. Is it reading? Is it reading?
Yeah.
Is it reading?
No, it looks good.
So yeah, Andy, thank you so much. We're thrilled, and I'm glad you guys are too.
All right.
All right, guys, get on in here. I know you guys.
Baba Yaga.
And Teratoma?
Guys, do a beautiful. Hold on, I gotta skish up here a little bit. There we go. Now I can see you. Now I can see you. There we go. So this is what Bob.
Those are people that were asking in the earlier segment.
Absolutely. So
Baba
this is
Yaga.
Baba Yaga on the left-hand side, right over here on Josh. Very similar to the one up there on the shelf, but obviously a little bit of a different tone. No horns, no earrings, but you can see how long those ears are. And similarly, we have Ken and Teratoma. He was a new release of ours last year that we had, the whole 20-eye guy. You guys didn't like him very much. You guys thought he was really gross and really gnarly, and that's what we like to hear. So I'm down with that. Ken, go ahead and do one more good 360 little. There you go. Look at all those gross eyes. Now, those eyes are resin, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are hard, so they're a little bit more of a solid part of the mask that you would normally have, but it's not going to hurt the mask at all. It's not going to do any damage. But everything else on that mask is silicone.
Baba Yaga.
Bradley says, I'm scared. And Renee, absolutely, we make clown masks. You can see one kind of up there in the corner, that imp up there, as well as our buckshot and clown. We can do clown variations of pretty much any of our masks. Maggie says fun shirt, by the way.
It's very fun.
Very fun, very vibrant. Doesn't glow though, which is a little upsetting.
Yeah, I'm sad it doesn't
A
glow.
little sad. All right, guys. So what do you think of our new stuff so far? Obviously, we've named Rocky the Demon. That's in his Desert and Ifrit variants. I really am excited about that. I'm on that. I didn't think about that, but yes. Obviously, we've got our Igors out here. We are waiting on one more variation, at least, of Igor. He will be UV reactive.
And we'll show them before the end of the week.
Absolutely. We've got at least 3 different variations of Vengeance right
There's
now.
there's 2 more variations of Vengeance that are going to be coming out later on this week.
Yeah, so at least 2 more variations of Vengeance in addition to the 3 that are behind me. And Creature, obviously can't forget Creature. His black and white variant will also be ready hopefully before the end of the day tomorrow, so we can show him to you. I do believe Creature will be live on the website by end of day today, if not first thing tomorrow, for you guys to get your Lagoon hands on.
Yeah, Matthew, that's because we're on the show floor and there's other vendors around us that are
They're
being
tooting
noisy.
their horns and stuff like that. And then Froggy's Fog is over here blowing their fog into our booth like every chance
Every
they
time I
get.
go over there, I go,
I mean, there they go again.
thanks, Tater.
So we wanted to give you guys the full Transworld experience. It may not be the full Transworld, but it's definitely Fansworld.
Absolutely. We want to make it as fun and as interactive as possible for you guys, just like we were there on their show floor. So obviously we've got some atmosphere, we've got some audio, we've got some lights. We're here to have a good time because we want you guys to have a good time. How are we doing question-wise?
I think we're good. Dan, Bradley, what mask was that under Baba Yaga?
That's Viper.
I mean, that's just Viper over there, if that's what you're
It's a
looking
standard Viper,
for.
Bradley. We're going to cover him a little bit more in depth in some animal segments that we've got going on probably tomorrow. But yeah, this is our standard Viper Snake Man mask. We've done him in a lot of different variations before, so you might have seen him as a copperhead.
I know we have a silver and blue one sitting on the paint shelf right now.
yeah,
Maybe
that
we
one's
can
gonna
sneak
be-
him over here
that
for
one's gonna be something special.
for a little thing.
Yeah, the color recommendations are
Oh,
color.
Kenny's gonna go on a little exploration trip right now. We got a couple of minutes to fill in here.
Absolutely.
Again, so there's like, oh, damn it! All right. But yeah, so we're having a great time over here. If you guys can't tell, it is our last segment for the day. So we're pulling out all the stops. Tomorrow, what are some of the segments we're going to go over tomorrow?
So tomorrow, I believe we're going to be talking about some of our animals, some of the masks that we have that are more animalistic in nature. I believe we're also going to go over pairs and gloves. So
Companion
male-
masks.
Yeah, companion masks. So male and female masks that kind of go together, in addition to gloves and mask sets that have also gone together. We are also more than likely going to cover alterations tomorrow. So a lot of the masks that we have that have between small basic alterations to heavy alterations, and just kind of showing you the variety of different things that we can do.
Joey says, looks like something on a trauma movie. Yeah, we get that a lot. Matthew, I'm glad you guys are all doing this. I was so pumped for Transworld. Matthew, I haven't missed Transworld in 14 years. I know Kenny hasn't missed Transworld in 14 years. Tabby has been about 10 years straight. We're all super bummed that it's not happening. So yeah, we're trying to bring it.
now.
Yeah, we're
We're
bringing.
making it happen.
Yeah,
It's happening now.
We'll make it happen.
The silver and blue Viper is actually done, but because that's for a customer, and it's their own paint scheme, it'd be kind of bad form to show it here before the customer got to see it. So you're going to have to wait on that.
Yeah, we'll mail it out.
I'm going to have to get pictures of it anyway, so as soon as we get the okay, once the customer gets it and is okay with us sharing it, we will absolutely share that with you guys. But speaking of, guys, we do so many different variations between paint and add-ons and different modifications. We have a lot of them on our Facebook pages right now. Feel free to scroll through our photo album, especially on Instagram. It's really easy to scroll through those and just see the crazy designs that we've come up with before, and maybe you'll get inspired, or maybe you'll be like, hey, I want to see that.
Hi, Naomi.
Zenry was
Intro.
asking about whether or not the prices are already reflected on the website. They are not.
No.
Just
due to the sudden, really quick nature and turnaround of this, we are trying to get that up there. But if you want the most accurate pricing, email us or give us a call.
We're trying to work some of the internet magic to make the prices automatically take off whenever you place your order. That's working some of the time. Sometimes it's not. If it doesn't, don't worry. You're still going to get that discount. Every order is checked by a real human being,
Yes.
or as real as human being as Jonathan can get. And we have the ability to reverse any charges or refund
Absolutely.
anything that's overcharged on that. So don't worry on that. Everybody's going to get their discount.
Absolutely.
The only thing that the discount does not apply to is all the license stuff, and that's because the license guys say that we can't discount the masks. So in that instance, and we're using our They Live mask is a really good example of this. These gloves are just our standard crusty gloves that are painted to match They Live. The gloves are not licensed, so if you wanted the gloves and the mask, what we would do is you get the mask at full price, and we'd take $200 off the gloves.
So you're getting $100 off the gloves for the sale, and an additional $100 off for the credit that you would get for purchasing the licensed product.
So we're going to take care of you. Don't worry, we got your back. We want everybody to really get the most out of this experience, and you know, kind of see what it feels like to come visit us at Fansworld and get that full discount.
Matthew says the fog juice is fire. It is.
It is.
Kirk says
it even smells right.
It does.
So, right?
Yeah, no, it feels like we're at Transworld
Yeah,
right now.
It's crazy.
So Kirk says I have the Viper with the Belial facial horns.
Oh,
yep,
legit.
we've seen that
Yeah.
one. I've seen pictures. He looks awesome. Frog Prince crown. Did that ever get worked out? Yeah, the crown. I don't think we busted the. Yeah, it's in the field desk.
field desk.
So we made the crown kind of as just a whim. It's actually not. I think it's actually up front with Frankenstein shoes. Yes.
Yeah, he's in the box with all that
but
stuff.
we made him kind of on a whim just to kind of go with that character, and it evolved so much more than that. So we never really intended to sell the crown. However, we may be able to work something out. So I mean, if you need a Frog Prince crown, email us. We'll see what we can do.
All right, we got caught up on the questions and everything like that. Nice seeing some old faces watching us on the stream. Some old haunted trail peeps out there. Haunted Trail Balboa Park. Shout out. Haunted Hotel San Diego.
We see all you guys.
Let's see. All right, guys. Any other questions or anything for us? We're about 45 minutes into this one right now. That's about as long as we usually go. But give us a chance. Anything you guys want to see? I'm seeing the viewership drop quickly and drastically.
All right, guys, we may probably be calling it at this point. If you guys don't have any more questions, or even if you do have more questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. We will try to make sure we jump on here and readdress any questions that were asked during the live feed, just to make sure you guys can see them in the comments, see our responses over there. And we will be going live again tomorrow. We'll remind you.
What time?
We are going live. You jumped ahead of the track there. I was going to lead into that.
I saw.
We're going to send you a reminder at 10 that we are going to go live tomorrow at noon, 2, and 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, because we are in Louisiana. So Central Standard Time at 12, at 2, and at 4 is when we're going to be going live. The sale, however, is happening all week long. It is going until at least Friday when we're still in the shop. Just remind everybody you are getting $100 off of masks and gloves. $50 off any of the hood silicone
Pieces.
I was going to say hoods again. I'm trying not to. You are getting free domestic shipping. If you are international, please reach out to us. We will work with you on what that price point would be. In addition to $100 off a license, if you buy a licensed item, you will be getting $100 credit towards a non-licensed item. And then a whole bunch of swag. Just saying. Lots of swag, lots of good stuff.
Any other topics we were going to go over tomorrow?
I think
one more time?
We just talked about that, but we're going to do animals, I believe, in the first segment at noon. If we have Black and White Creature ready to show you, we will absolutely bring him out, but that's kind of pending, so as soon as we have him, we will bring him.
What about UV?
I'm sorry?
Are we doing UV tomorrow?
We may do UV tomorrow. We may segue from UV into pairs.
I know we're trying to wait
masks that have
UV
hands.
for the last Igor. That's
Okay.
also
Yes.
UV. We want to make sure we try and give people the full show, but we're waiting on paint, guys.
Yeah, at noon, very likely we're going to be doing animals. At 2 o'clock, we're very likely going to be doing companion pieces, so male and female masks that companion together, as well as masks that pair with gloves. And at 4, I think we're going to go over our alterations and modifications that we have done and can do on masks. So you'll see a lot of really funny variants at that point.
Alan says, let's see some more up-close clowns. What's that? Was that live stream number 2 from yesterday?
Yes, so I believe the 2 o'clock hour yesterday was clowns, if I remember correctly. But we did cover a lot of clowns yesterday. Actually, several of these clowns are going to their new homes at the end of the day today. I can show you one that I know is going home.
Yeah, he won't be here
So
after this
He's
evening.
going to get boxed up.
Yeah,
and
he's
sent off to the new
sold.
home, so he is sold. But here's a clown for you, darling. This is our Imp. He's just in a porcelain clown variant with just blue and orange markings and blue hair. All up in there for you. I love the way his hair moves.
We'll
It's just
swing
so
over
cool.
here. We have that same mask just without the hair, and then we have a zombie version of a clown. But yeah, be sure to check out segment number 2 yesterday, the 2 p.m. segment, and it features all of our clowns.
Yes, all the clowns that we had available anyway in the shop that we were going to bring to Fansworld. All right, guys, so on that note, I think we're going to call it a day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And so until tomorrow at noon, we'll see ya.